Hi everyone, salut, auf Wiedersehen, all that good stuff. Hello, hope you're all having a cracking day today. Obligatory, I'm tired. And news just saying water is wet. Who would have thought? Who would have ever imagined that? Jeez, am I getting old? Nah, I couldn't possibly be getting old. Nah, it's the kids that are getting old. I'm 95. I am literally eternal. I can live till the end of time and I will not be classed as old. And that is how it will forever be. Forever, I say. Stop me from yawning, no? I can't help myself. I just seriously can't help myself. I'm gonna need a minute. Give me a second. So sometimes it comes down to, am I gonna nap or am I gonna stream? And occasionally the nap actually wins, and I wish it wouldn't. Well, as you've probably seen on Twitter, I'm gonna be playing some Life is Strange. I think it was episode 3 we're on. Was it 2 weeks ago? Because I completely missed last week. I apologise for that. Sorry about that. Last week was hectic. Could not find the time. I just straight up just could not find the time. Granted, I did make some progress with my Warhammer models. So apparently I was able to make time for that, but not for streaming, so... I don't know. I don't know, with the old War... did I say Warcraft Warhammer? I mean Warhammer, either way. Yo, I've got this... I've said multiple times, got this big backlog of Warhammer, and I just want to get through it. You know? Because I just want them as, like, display pieces and maybe play them in a game in the future. Having a backlog just irritates me. Like, it's one of the pet peeves. I hate having a backlog of, like, I guess, quote-unquote work, I guess. You know, because it kind of hangs over your head being like, I've got this to do, and, you know, I don't have the time to do it kind of thing, you know? Not to mention painting. Painting takes a long time. A long time. I would stream it, but I do not trust my camera. I do not trust my camera. Not after last time. Last time at the end of the stream, it actually flipped. The camera flipped completely, like 180 degrees. And thankfully I edited that VOD, so, you know, there's no problem there. But not to mention it was also causing problems with focus as well. So, I don't know. Maybe a phone app isn't the best camera for doing that kind of thing, maybe. Which is weird because it worked perfectly fine when it came to, you know, model building with the Gunpla. So, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I was building things. You know, the things didn't really move around that much. Well, they did, but they didn't really matter. It was like putting a puzzle together. You know, the puzzle pieces didn't matter, but the, you know, full one did. But when it comes to Warhammer and you're painting it, it's the same thing, just getting moved around because I'm trying to like reposition my hands to like paint it and shit. So I don't know. I might do some experimentation with that, see if I can actually work that into a stream again. Because I didn't like how that stream turned out because it was a bit too hazy, like unfocused. Autofocus, autofocus, it's terrible. You know, I've not had a lot of experience with cameras. I don't really take pictures all that often or film or anything like that. But holy shit, that autofocus was awful. It kept focusing in the background. Yeah, camera, that's what I want to see. I want to see the background, not the thing right in front of you. That makes total sense. Yeah. Cameras, Jesus. The people always recommended was a DLSR, which are like the really chunky, like paparazzi-esque cameras. I don't know. It feels weird to like having like a paparazzi chunky camera, just like facing downwards, just for like building model kits. It feels weird. I've got recommendations to use like a web camera. I don't know how the hell I position that exactly. You know, to make it that you guys could see what I was doing at the time. You know, because you need to see both my. Well, you don't need to see my hands, but you need to see the model, and obviously I need to like pick up the model to paint it and that kind of shit. So I don't know. I need to do some figuring. I need to get time That's what I need most of all. Like right now, I need time. That's what I absolutely need a lot of. Like I need to upgrade the stream setup. I need to change a lot of things. I need to do some experimentation, but I just can't get the time. Yeah, maybe if I would drop Warhammer, I would have the time. But I don't know. I'm quite enjoying that hobby, even though it's burning my time and making me like have no time at all to do anything. I do quite enjoy the hobby. I've never encountered a time sink quite like it since like playing MMOs, but it's good. It's definitely good. Alright, enough blabbering on. It's been far too long, so apologies. Apologies for talking too much. As is my forte. So we'll be getting into the game now. Hopefully no mouse problems, but I'm not even going to hold my breath because we know what it's been like the last few streams. And I apologise for whining about it so much because I am a chronic whiner. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's actually get into the game. Finally. Doo-doo-doo. Right, there we go. Am I blocking the screen too much? No, there we go. Make sure to put the audio of the game on, because if I don't, that's freaking annoying for everyone, including me. Alright, we're in guys. Alright, so episode 3. So last time, it ended... Oh wait, I'll probably do a recap. Yeah, I'll 100% do a recap. There's no point in me even saying shit, so let's actually just get into it. Stop wasting time and all that crap. Oh, by the way, I've got a poll over on Twitter for the games currently being played on the channel. Well, currently. So, you know, if you guys want to, like, if there's, like, a particular one you want to, like, get dropped from the schedule, just, like, vote over there. Or let me know in the comments if you don't want anything dropped from the schedule, that kind of thing. I've got a lot of games, like, I could still play, like, for example, Monster Hunter Rise. I've had that sitting for a long while. Like, I've not even played the game at all in my own time. All the DLC, well, evidently, because you have to play the base game to play the DLC. But, you know what I mean. I've also got Metal Gear Rising, which is such a good game. And Persona 4 is what I've got. Persona 4. Gotta be one of my favourite games. I think it's my birthday on the 3rd of July. So I was thinking maybe I would play Metal Gear Rising. Potentially on that, maybe. I don't know. I'll see. Yeah, I've not been keeping track because you need PlayStation Plus to play this. At least this copy that I've got. So I don't even know how many days I've got left on this game. Hopefully we've got long enough to play through it to the end. Because that would suck to have to play for PlayStation Plus for the last episode. That would be a pain. Alright guys, let's go. Gonna be hitting a dour mood right away at the start of this episode.
In the previous episode,
There we are.
Life is Strange.
Whoa. It's called film Little Pieces of Time.
Little pieces of time.
I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
Maybe you shouldn't be an asshole then.
Touch me again, freak!
It totally makes sense. You hella saved my life.
Hella.
I think it's awesome you set a tongue record on video.
You're going to be sorry someday.
And there she is. How are you doing, Max?
Hi, Joyce.
I'm basically
I'm
giving up and
so
taking the
sorry
pictures
about
now
you.
because I have missed
I have
so
great
many.
memories of him.
That was his gift to us. Wonderful memories.
Yeah, I would like Chloe if it wasn't for her personality.
Hey, Stelma and Louise, you're my business now.
That's
and
Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
You want me to cut you, bitch?
Please step back.
You're kidding. Put that down.
Please get me out of here!
How many times did she get hit by that train?
Nobody cares about me. Nobody.
Oh. And we could not stop that. Because I forgot that she didn't have brothers.
What are you doing here, Max?
Now I know
I should have
that
said
was
Muller. I
difficult.
really should have.
Miss Coffee, why exactly were you on the route with Kate Marsh? Please, tell us everything.
Sworn affidavit.
Max, there was no eclipse scheduled today.
I believe you.
Do they always tell you never ever look at an eclipse? Because you have a... Oh! Hey Gregory, thank you very much for joining the cult. Hope you're having a smashing day, buddy. Okay, where's the story picking up? Nice to meet you too. Thank you very much, buddy. Alright, Carol, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Love them all. Thank you very much. Me and my artist spent a lot of time coming up with a design. You have no idea what the original sketch image that inspired it looks like. It was a process. It was quite a process. How you Precious been? Nah, I'm a wee bit tired, but I'm always tired. Can't wait for your next Super Mario stream. I really enjoyed Super Mario Sunshine. That was hilarious. That was really chill. It just takes me back to my childhood on the GameCube. I can't wait till you get to the hotel level. Hotel level is one of my favourites. Oh, that's today. Nice. Can't wait. Gonna be needing it after this episode of this game. Because I'm getting a feeling this is gonna be quite depressing.
Kate!
Any of you ever have a rabbit? I have never had a rabbit. I freaking love rabbits. They're just so adorable. They're like the level up version of a rat. You know, because some people find rats cute with their like buggy eyes.
I knew Chloe would be all over.
But then like rabbits are like the adaptation that are like fluffy and cute with a round tail and big ears. Model was literally a sketch I ran with. Probably why it looks like shit.
It's like I'm awake in a bad
I mean, to be fair, Greg, it was kind of the same with me. I sat down one day with a piece of paper and a pen. I was like, do you know what? I want to draw something. And I just kept adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. And this is basically the end result. Greg, my artist helped tremendously. He is such a good artist. It would never have got to this point if it wasn't for him. And I can also do this. Oh, this is the best part. This is what I call my game face. Last rabbit I had ate my grandma's floor. Ooh. But I still loved it. I mean, they are adorable wee things, as long as you don't have two of them. I hear if you get two rabbits, you know, you really need to get them neutered unless you want, like... How many rabbits do rabbits have? Like, a litter of 10 or something? I know it's like a ridiculous amount that they have, and you end up having to give them away, or else you're just inundated unless you really like the taste of rabbit. Very cool. I can take my hat off, but it's not quite as impressive. I might add that feature at some point. I've currently not got that. There's the rabbit.
Are you a hungry bunny? Here. Now
Oh wait, would this be Kate's rabbit? Because I don't think I have completely forgot the main character's name. My mind is going to Sam, and I know it's not Sam. Max, that's what it is. Equally generic name. Oh, apologies to him, they've called Max. You know.
Hey, bunny. Don't be too bummed, but from now on, I'm your new mommy.
Oh, so that was... Yeah, Kate's rabbit. Forgot her name as well. Do you think it's quite interesting how, like, in America they have, like... I was going to say central heating. We have central heating. What's the word? I can't come up with words today. Air conditioning. That's what I'm thinking of. Because we don't have air conditioning here.
There's been
Yeah,
so
that's
much
that air
going on,
conditioning,
I
yeah.
almost forgot about the eclipse. All this atmospheric action can't be a coincidence. And all glad the
Gets
news
really
wasn't
warm.
just a second explosion.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's
Now
true.
Kate's family has to see their daughter's death all over the web like a cat video. And I'm even in this one. Oh, that makes me ill.
Oh, poor you. Oh, you're in an article. It's a shame that you get mentioned in an article where someone freaking jumped off a roof. Oh, poor you. Oh. Jesus Christ. Alright, what is this? Blackwell student commits suicide on campus. A student at the prestigious Blackwell Academy jumped to her death today from the roof of a campus dormitory. With most of the student and faculty as horrified witnesses, authorities confirmed that the victim, Kate Marsh, 18, had been troubled, but more information is scarce at this time. Dozens of cell phones recorded the tragic event. Of course they did, because you know what teenagers are like these days. Not to rag on teenagers too much. Well, not even teenagers, you've seen the general population sometimes. Which includes an unidentified student attempting to talk the victim down. See, Max, you're whining and you're not actually directly mentioned, so shut up. Shut up, Max.
Besides Rachel, it's been a while since anybody vanished from Arcadia Bay. I shouldn't sound so disappointed.
Yeah, probably not.
This is such a moving piece of cut and paste Blackwell bullshit.
Oh, what is this?
Nobody here had Kate's back. Too little, too late.
Oh, what is he saying now? Dear Max Caulfield, as you're no doubt aware, Blackwell Academy lost a valued and beloved student this week with the tragic death of Kate Marsh. This is a copy and paste email, isn't it? It's one he sent out to every member of the faculty, just changing the names. Because he knows for a fact that Max knows this. Everyone encountered Kate from faculty student body remember her as a kind, intelligent and talented person. With a bright future, the staff of Blackwell Academy understands the social and academic trauma that comes with a public incident such as this. And we believe it's vital that we hear directly from the students about their thoughts and concerns. We encourage you to call our 24-hour hotline, 1-800-BLACKWELL, to speak with a professional counsellor, no matter what your question or situation might be. In other words, Blackwell Academy has your back. Anyone ever like a pet peeve where someone has like the line, like the half a word, and then continue on the next line? Like, that's just a pet peeve. Has your back. Yeah, that is blatant. Just swapping out the first name for every single student. I will be honest. So see the idea of going to a counsellor. That's actually a pretty solid idea. Because I remember when at one of my previous jobs, one of my managers just collapsed one day and went into a coma. I never ever took the counselling that was offered, and yeah, I really wish I did. I really, really wish I did. Because that shit can hit you without you even realising. You think, oh, I'm fine. Like, you know, I can deal with this. Like, I can rationalise this. You know, I don't have to bring emotions into this. You know, logic, you know, logical situation. You know, I can imagine, you know. But nah, sometimes your emotions win out, you know.
Yes, now everybody loves Kate Marsh. They bullied her and now post their feels? Hypocrites.
That's actually really real, you know. You know, whenever you hear about situations like this, they're like, oh, she was my best friend. I knew her so well. And it's always for the most reprehensible, shitty people.
Either I delete my page or I block everybody. Nowhere to hide these days.
What is this, like Instagram or something? I wouldn't know. I just don't use Instagram. I actually think I get hacked at one point. I think generally the only time I ever used Instagram was to post my photos of Japan. We had a bunch of people dying all the time, and we were never offered any form of counselling. Oof. I guess they must have cheaped out, because like that's the kind of thing you really need in those situations.
Everybody will be talking about Kate now. Blackwell might as well shut down for the next month.
Bet it won't, because they'll lose money.
Kate, I swear I will use all of my power to find out who really pushed you off that roof.
Not to make a really poor taste joke, but should I say it? No. The one person you want to have as a friend when you've died is someone who can rewind time, because you effectively get an extra life. No, that's protest. That's very protest. Right, Nemi, I gotta get ready. I hope you had fun. Have fun. I'll be looking for a moment longer. No worries, Carol. Hope you have an absolutely amazing stream. I'll be in it later. Because absolutely I will. Gal's humour is best humour. Hi-Fi. Just, do you remember back... Like, I don't know if I'm sounding, like, old right now, but... I never had a hi-fi unit, but I remember my parents had like setups like that where you had like the audio was like massive speakers, because you know that was just a thing back then. And nowadays it's just like the wee teeny speakers. You can just have like one phone on this like stand that just drowns out the entire room. I don't miss that. I don't miss the giant things taking up all the space. Like the old TVs, holy shit. I mean, TVs are big now, but they're flat,
I better go meet
which is
up
way
with
better. You can come bully me. Absolutely, Carol. I will bully so much.
No way can I clean that shit off. Time to get Samuel da Vinci to repaint.
Just get your own paint. Paint like a mural on the wall.
No way can I clean that shit off. Time to get Samuel da Vinci to repaint. Jeebus, I am so freaking tired. I sound like a moron. But crime does not delay. I need to stay on top of this investigation.
Oh yeah, the plant shit.
See, Lisa? At least I kept you alive. Guess I'm better with plants than people.
I'm terrible with plants. Do you know, I didn't discover this until I kept like a Venus flytrap. Do you know Venus flytraps go like a white flower out the middle of them when they're getting like near the end of their life? I can't remember the explanation as to why they did that. I think it's like something really relying like bees to fly over and like pollinate and then spread it all over the place or something. It's kind of a bummer though, because it basically takes all the energy from the plant and kills it. So even if you take really good care of it, it's the chance of it surviving is very, very low. Though, to be honest, I basically just got one of them because
Okay.
during the summer the flies
Very
are
dark.
so annoying.
Let there be...
Alright, what is this?
so much hypocrite.
Oh, absolutely. Because, oh, I'm sorry, we love you. Even though, like, the day before it was, like, drawing shit on that and just absolutely ridiculing her. I don't miss school. School was one of the worst places to be.
God, that's like some awful TV crime scene in our dorm.
Except it's real. Well, for you anyway.
This is my prayer for you, Kate. Bless your gentle soul.
Any chance we can rip down the tape? Nah, there's no way we could do that. See, if this was a kind of game where you could, like, completely just simulate everything you could do, just, there wasn't, like, a defined route, you could do whatever the hell you want. I would go full Yandere simulator and just find a knife and just go on a killing spree, just take out the entire, like, popular student body and see where the game leads from there. Also, I wouldn't do that in real life, but that's why we play games, isn't it? Not safe for work. What is that? Is that a...
I have to be extra crispy careful so I don't get caught outside the dorm this late.
Is that a woman with a dog head with a astronaut helmet? Okay. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Max. I saw you go up on the roof to try to help Kate. I can't believe she jumped.
Alright, who was Taylor again? Who was Taylor? Was she bitchy? I've got a feeling she... Was she the one that locked her friend in a room because she assumed that Victoria was right about saying that he was cheating on her? I guess it'd be a bit unfair to blame someone like, like straight up blaming someone for someone's suicide is a bit rough, shall we say? I kind of want to go down the middle. 'Cause I don't want to comfort her. Fuck her. I don't care. She's a bit of a bitch. But I also not going to be like, fuck it. Comfort.
I can. I just wish I could have stopped her. Are you okay?
I'm just like, numb. I've never seen anybody actually die.
Me neither.
Most people don't.
I didn't think you'd be so upset considering how much shit you and Victoria gave Kate.
I'm my own person, not Victoria's bitch. Hello, like she's freaking
Hello.
too. She already broke curfew tonight. Shit, I'm not supposed to tell anybody.
Not the brightest, are you?
Where did she go?
I know I can trust you since you were so nice asking about my mom in the hospital, but Victoria will, like, make my life hell if I blab, okay?
No doubt. I do hope your mother gets better. Let me know if you need anything.
Thanks. You're, like, weird, but pretty cool, Max. Especially after watching you go up on that roof. Victoria's wrong about you. Now I have to be alone for my nightly anxiety attack. Talk to you later.
Oh, can we rewind? Let's... Oh, we're going to use that against her so she can actually tell us where Victoria is. I don't know how we're going to do that, but okay.
I know. Victoria must be upset since I saw her sneaking out of the dorm past curfew.
Oh man, like, you saw her? She was so, like, nervous when she left the dorm.
Ah,
She
see,
wouldn't
I
even
see the
tell me
angle
where
we're
she was
taking.
going.
Probably to hell. Well, I have to go crash. It's been a rough day, as you know.
Thanks, Max. And I hope you're okay, too. You were the only one who tried to save Kate. Victoria was wrong about you. Now I have to be alone for my nightly anxiety attack. Talk to you later.
Cool.
Victoria isn't here. Maybe I'll just wait and bide my time. Going through her shit.
Oh, we can do that, yes. Which one was her room again? Any chance we can set a room on fire? I'm game for that.
That's a depressing thought. And it's always about Victoria.
Oh,
Since we
right.
crossed the line from Snoop to detective, I might as well search for clues about
I
what
was-
really happened to Kate at the Vortex Club party.
I was straight up not paying attention as to why we're asking why she snuck out. It's because we need to know she wasn't in our room. Right, got you.
These socks cost more than my wardrobe. I'll title this one, Portrait de la Assholes. Whoa, there's Kate. Totally high. She looks confused. Not like she's partying. Here they are getting loaded with Satan. Well, well. Maybe Victoria isn't a monster after all.
Alright, let's see this. From Victoria to Taylor. Hey, sweet tea, what's up? I'm just avoiding some lame-ass science homework. How can anybody do fucking homework after seeing somebody jump to their death? Can't believe we all saw it happen live. It was like watching a reality shit. Oh, no, show. And I've never seen the campus so quiet, like everybody's hiding or crying. I feel like total shit for everything I said about Kate in that stupid video. Let's get some peeps to meet up later. This girl needs a serious curfew cocktail. We'll drink to Kate. Ha, sure you will.
It's like a thread for sociopaths. Max Crackfield? Lame. Party on, dudes.
Alright, from Nathan to Victoria, that Tweemo bitch Max. Alright, got me fucking suspended, can you believe it? Fuck you, Nathan. My dad owns the fucking dorm where she plays with her selfies. My parents have lost their shit. And are threatening me with a fucking job in my dad's office. Oh, heaven forfend. Oh, he gets a job. Oh no. How dumb is he to make me, to have me repping him? He's very, very dumb. Max Crackfield and Blackwell need to go fucking down. And the end of the world party is fucking on you in. What the fuck, are you kidding me? That is bullshit. No way can Blackwell suspend you. I knew Max was trouble the first time I saw her ass kissing Mr. Justin with that retro era cam. Notice that everybody she hangs around gets in trouble, and yes, the Vortex Club will bring the end of the world to Blackwell. No matter what, I'll SMS you later so we can plot in person. Hang in there. So I guess you could technically say that Nathan's just a really, really bad influence in Victoria. I wonder what it should be like if Nathan wasn't around. If Nathan was perhaps to have a little accident.
That's a lot of bank just to clean paint from a sweater. First Rachel and now Kate? This is the end of the Vortex Club. A unique point of view is right. Thanks to Courtney Wagner ghostwriting this paper. Nothing to see here. I guess I shouldn't be so bummed. Not that Victoria couldn't hide her shit. Man, I'm getting paranoid.
Alright, so where are we going to go now?
Hey, Max?
Oh!
Come here.
Oh yeah, what's her face? Who's this again? Ah, Dana, right.
Hey, Dana.
Oh, Dana,
How are
okay.
you doing?
I just can't stop thinking about Kate. And if this is my fault too.
What angle did I take here? Well, responsible, I wouldn't say so. Blame Victoria. I wouldn't just say she was depressed. She was depressed because of the situation. Do you know what? I'm going to go general and say we're all to blame.
I think we're all responsible for what happened.
Not you, Max. You were close to her.
Oh, kinda. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter now. Kate's dead.
Tell that to Victoria and the Vortex Club.
Dana, there's more to this than just Victoria and the Vortex Club being mean.
So what exactly are you saying, Max? You think this has something to do with Nathan being expelled?
Oh. Oh, he's been expelled? Oh, yes. I'm not sure yet.
I'm not sure yet, but I'm on it. Weird shit is going down at Blackwell, and I'm going to find out why.
I'm getting scared now. But people here are still sneaking out tonight.
What? Like who?
Victoria bounced out of here earlier, and now you, Sherlock?
Not me. I need a break from today. Get some sleep too, Dana. I'll see you later.
Do you see the fact that Nathan has taken this long to get kicked out of school? Does not surprise me when I see videos of what schools are like nowadays in America. I saw a video where a student was cheating by using their phone in class on a test, and the teacher caught her, grabbed the phone and went out of the class to like hand it into like the teacher's lounge or something, and she ran after him and maced him in the face. Like that's just fucked up. And I hear that the students can't fail nowadays either. If they don't turn up for the test, they get an automatic 50%, which is a passing grade.
All the crazy shit I've done the past days. Yes, the Vortex Club does indeed suck.
Which is down to the fact that the schools get funding based on how many students pass. Which just shows how fucked that system is. And Joey, let's just head to bed now. It's interesting playing through this episode like this because I have never actually got this version of events. Because Kate never actually died every other time I played this game. Come on, come on. Come on, there we go. Oh wait, are we not sleeping? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to rewind. Shit. Oh god damn it. Game, stop it. I'm gonna have to talk to her again, aren't I?
Hey, Dana.
Yep.
I just...
Skip.
Not you.
I'm getting.
What?
Victor.
Not.
Let's see if we can go outside. Oh yeah, we can. Perfect. My train of thought just crashes so fast.
So Chloe is waiting for me in front of the main hall.
But why?
Why won't they fit? These keys are
Principal Wells. Are you serious?
Hey, Mr.
I'm
Wellington.
toast if he sees me.
Miss Caulfield, you have to be stealthier than that. You're not supposed to be outside your dormitory at this hour. You know that.
I'm sorry, Principal.
You don't seem too
Wells.
bothered about the fact.
I'm still upset about Kate. I needed some air and space to walk.
I'm sorry you had to go through that today. You tried to help, but god damn it, Blackwell is my responsibility. And I let her...
God, it's nice to see some honesty for a change.
Go on back inside. Get some rest. It's been a shitty day. Good night, Max.
Great. So how do I get past him to meet Chloe?
It's called rewinding. What is this? I have something to show you. Meet me in front of campus. Get that ass in gear now. Sometimes I just really love Chloe. She's got a really abrasive personality, but you know, when she gets down to it, she's actually a quite caring person. She's just very, I wouldn't say uptight, but not really honest with her feelings, maybe. What does Mum have to say? It was so good to hear your voice. Remember what we talked about? You were there for your friend when no one, when she had no one else. And Kate made her own choice. Nobody could expect more than what you did. You're a hero and we love you so much, Maxine. Call us at any time if you need to talk and visit. And Warren, I don't care. What's the private number? It's going to be what's his face, isn't it? Yep. Is he going to let me sneak past?
Max, stop
Nope.
wandering around. Go back to your dorm.
Oh, great. He saw me.
Alright, rewind that.
Maybe I could sneak by when he was trying to open the door.
Okay.
Nobody can expect.
Up, back we go. Okay, come on, come on. Move your ass, move your ass, move your ass, move your ass. Come on. Move, move, move.
Ah,
There we go.
Max the Ninja strikes again.
I was just wondering what it'd be like to go to a university and have to stay in dorms.
Booyah! Get it? Booyah. Like I'm a
Nice one,
Harry Potter
Chloe.
ghost.
More like a scary and sensitive asshole.
Chloe, I watched my friend jump off a roof.
Oh, come on,
I don't
Max.
think you need to prank me tonight. You always trip out on me for not being there for you, but is this how you're there for me?
I'm sorry, Max. I wasn't even thinking. I suck.
Okay, this is the one time on
I'm not
Chloe's
trying to
side.
be a bitch, but I'll never get the image out of my head of Kate jumping off. the
Yeah, yeah.
All because my power didn't work. It didn't mean shit.
I know seeing Kate fall was horrible. I don't even know how to deal with that, so I just act like an idiot. But it's your badass power that's gonna bring all this to a close. We just need to connect the players.
And find out who really killed Kate. We have to stop this from
Wait, what?
happening to anybody else.
We know who killed
yeah,
Kate.
and somehow stop that tornado from wiping out Arcadia Bay, right?
Chaos Theory?
Didn't you say that it was all about chaos theory? I don't see any control over this chaos.
Oh, right. Except for your ability to, oh yeah, manipulate time and space. No biggie.
Chloe, I just feel weird about some of my decisions. Especially after I just got Nathan expelled.
Dude, do not even torture yourself like that. Let's focus on looking for clues, okay?
Why would we bring up Rachel right now? And then again, why would we pile on talking about Kate when we just basically grilled Chloe about her? Ah, screw it. Rachel.
We need to find out more about who Rachel was involved with around here.
She was able to blend in with everybody, even with people I hated.
And even though I don't know her, it feels like Rachel is guiding us to the truth.
Fuck the truth. I just want to find my friend right now. It scares me to think where she could be. Do you think she's...
Kicking it?
Kicking it in Los Angeles? That would be the best case scenario.
She wouldn't leave without me, okay? And how often do missing girls turn up? We have to find Rachel soon.
Well,
Have to.
well, they do turn up, but not in a pleasant
Like you said,
way.
It's time to start the search for clues. Now tell me what's your secret.
Drum roll, please. I present the spare keys to Blackwell. Thank you, step prick.
You are such a boss, Chloe. I just don't want you to get into any more trouble.
Look at all the trouble dropping in Arcadia Bay.
She's already in
There's
enough
no
trouble.
gives a fuck anymore. We're in it to win it, Max. Lead the way.
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time.
Insert groan here.
Going back in time. Forget that.
Thank you again so much for helping me.
Back to the Future just got right in my head there for a second.
Hopefully the rest of the class will follow your lead. I'm sorry I was distracted, as you know. It's not been a good
He
day
is
for
not
Black.
flirting with a student.
I know this has been an awful day, and you can talk to me anytime.
No, shove off,
Jefferson.
Victoria.
Thank you, Victoria. I imagine you're pretty upset over Kate as well.
I'm like still in shock. I've never seen anybody die.
You're
I really
shitting me right now.
nobody.
Katie? I had no idea you two were that close. Did she?
Well, how does this affect the Everyday Heroes contest?
Oh, you are
doesn't.
reprehensible. You
The
are
contest
so
is still a
reprehensible.
go,
Holy
and I
shit.
still have to pick the winner to best represent Blackwell. I've got all the photos, except one from Max.
I'll give you a one-word sneak preview of Max's photo. Selfie. Listen, you've seen my entry. You know it's better than that. Wouldn't that be so cool to hang out together in San Francisco, Mark?
Stick to Mr. Jefferson, Victoria, please. And, I haven't picked a winner yet.
You already love my work, so it's not like you're playing favorites. Just imagine if you picked my photo, though. We would have to spend a lot of time together. That could be...
Joe's really aggravating. This kind of shit happens in real life.
I'm going to think that you didn't say any of that.
You might as well choose me. Otherwise, I might have to tell people you offered to choose my photo for favors or something.
As a favor to your future, I'll also ignore that undisguised threat. This conversation is officially over, Miss Chase. I suggest you go back to your dorm now.
Wait! I only...
Ha. Suck it, Victoria.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So stupid. Just when I think Victoria can't get any more evil.
Shit
is about to get real at Blackwell.
Let's go find out.
I like to imagine Victoria grew up and then started working for Vice. Or one of those ones that just recently shut down.
Chloe the Keymaster.
Her with a brick, yeah. We should absolutely get a brick. Unfortunately, I won't allow that, but
Dude,
we can dream.
we're both already in so much trouble.
Not to mention the weed you brought into my room. Joking.
I'm serious. We're not kids anymore. We're breaking and entering.
That's kind of like a wasted opportunity with
Gonna be
the
breaking.
time travel thing, isn't
Charges
it?
for just entering.
You go back in time, just whack away a
We
brick,
could go to jail.
and then reverse it, and then
Modify
just
related to the head of Blackwell security.
I don't know,
Steps should end up in the hands of the local police.
stand above the door and then
So
drop the
we
brick
gotta
from
find out
above.
what's in the principal's office first.
So many things you could do with time
You wanna
travel.
get caught, right? You have mad powers, Max.
Tell that to Kate.
Come on. One more door and our work here is done.
And I can see around here. Oh, trophies. Groundhog Day 2, the brick modders. The brick modders. Which is kind of interesting because like Groundhog Day kind of had some elements of that, but he never went in like a full-on killing spree. Although he did kidnap a groundhog and end up driving off a cliff, but I think that's the closest he got to that kind of stuff. That would make a really good horror movie, actually. Though when you think about it, the killer would just win. So, You don't see many horror movies where the killer wins. I seen this one at one point where it was, what was it again? I think it was this killer who was training this boy to be like his apprentice, and he buried this girl on the ground, and he basically baited her friend into, like, if she did what he told her to do, she would find her friend again, and she like climbs into another coffin, they bury her on the ground alive. That was a kind of messed up movie. One of the few instances I've seen the murderer actually, win in the end. Poker Night, he kind of wins. Good movie. I've not seen that. I'll take a note of that. I need to watch more horror movies. It has been a while. I've watched a few horror anime, but not so much horror movies recently. Lost and Found. Typical crap. How's that door coming, Chloe?
That's it. What the fuck?
Horror anime always
Security
kind of
officer
misses
should
the
have
mark
the
for
key
me.
to the principal's office.
I like the psychological aspect.
hiding shit.
Japan goes more like
Everybody
psychological
here.
instead of straight up
Well, now we
gore.
definitely have to get this
No,
door
it
open.
sometimes goes that way.
Believe it or not, I know a little about lockpicking.
Like Higurashi was pretty
I might as
fucked.
well test out my thief skill.
Especially like the torture machines that like ripped off the fingernails. That was
Well, you could look for the key.
that had some graphic detail to it.
Why, yes, I could.
Monsters good. I've heard Monsters like a classic masterpiece, but I've just not got around to sitting down and watching it. I really, really should. No, I've been kind of spoiled. I've seen the ending frame with the manga, but I think I could still watch it without it being that much of a big deal.
Here are the keys. None for the principal's office. Only a total phony would wear a crappy hat like that.
Oi! I used to wear a baseball cap as a kid. Shove off, Max.
Boring. Crap.
I'm a sucker for shonen. I like a few shonen here and there. Interestingly, I couldn't stand My Hero Academia for a while, especially when they got up to like the placement arc, where they get placed into like not studio, but like an office for the top superheroes. That was boring. I thought that was really, really, really boring. But then you got to the arc where they go to the hospital, and I loved that arc. That arc was so good. Which I wasn't expecting. I thought I was gonna still find it very, very not interesting. But that last season was great. unironically great.
Dead end.
I've also been watching One Piece as well. I think I'm on what, episode 1000 and was it 56? Whatever the recent one is. I do like My Hero Academia. It's no One Punch Man, but I like it. Yeah.
Nothing here. No key for thee. We have to find another way in.
One Punch Man season 1 was really good. Season 2 was not as good because it was a different studio.
Pick tools while you come up with a better plan.
I've been reading through the manga. I've seen some preview shots of the most recent
Hey,
chapters.
You busy? Just bubble hearth. You'll be okay.
And
Listen,
it
I
looks
need
it
you
looks
to
generally
discuss some
hilarious.
stat. Without naming names, if somebody had access to the art and science labs and wanted to construct a device that would, say, open a locked door, would you maybe kind of know how? Huh? No, I'm just asking for fun. Thanks.
Yeah, the anime kind of lets it down in the sense that, yeah, it really does.
Say,
The animation is
we need
just
you as
not there
backup.
compared to...
Just send the
I think it was
text instructions
Madhouse that
now.
did the first season. And Madhouse are just
I'm
geniuses
sorry, I'm just
at animation.
not sure about a movie night. right
Saitama
now.
is the only anime tattoo I have.
Don't hate
Oh,
me.
nice.
And
Nice
thanks
one.
for the help.
I don't have any anime tattoos myself, but I've got a gaming tattoo.
Goddamn door. Try not to wake up everybody at Blackwell.
Sorry, Max. I got nothing. What about your plan?
What is it? Sugar,
I'm gonna go put it together.
soda can, something,
You
something.
Stay here and not get caught.
I might get on the other side of that door before you, Lupin.
Joe, I probably shouldn't
Brace
recommend
yourself.
this, but
See you soon.
if you want a really effective explosion, flour is the way to go. Flour is like surprisingly very good explosive. Please be kind, Twitch. I'm not recommending people make explosives. I'm just saying powder is
Warren
very
was
good,
such a
like it-
classic
it-
nerd. Let's see if we
what-
can
what's the
find those
expression?
items.
it takes up all the space in the air, and then if you create a spark, it just ignites. I have like 13 skulls or something. Ooh. I need to get more tattoos. I've only got a couple, and I've got one moderate size, one small.
Oh, Pete, your locker looks so lonely.
I was kind of wanting to get one of those Japanese sleeves, but then I went and hauled, and everyone in the mother has a Japanese sleeve, and I was like, ugh.
Okay, I have the can.
I watched an anime with a flower bomb recently.
More
Forget
items to
which. Yeah, I have no idea. It might have been something like Tomodachi game. I remember that anime had stuff similar to that. The one where they put the friends in really serious psychological games where if they play against each other, they screw over like one member of the friend group and place debt on them, that kind of thing. But if they work together, they basically share the debt. It was okay. A lot of people really didn't like it, but I thought it was pretty passable. My cousin and brother both have Japanese stuff. Huh. Yeah, I keep thinking about it. As soon as I played Yakuza, I was like, I really, 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 really want a Japanese tattoo. Because I saw Majima's back tattoo, I'm like, that is so freaking cool. But then, if I was to get one of those tattoos, I want them to be proper. I want the meaning to be proper. I wouldn't want just random stuff just all over the place being like, oh, I think this is cool. I'd want like, you know, this goes with this goes with this, you know, lotus flowers, Hanya, all that stuff.
So sodium chloride is a weed killer.
I think it may have been Darwin's
I
game.
think Warren would have told me that factoid.
Did I watch Darwin's game? I don't think I did. I watched Terraformers though. That was pretty cool. Pretty good, cool. Terraformers is amazing. I 100% recommend that. It's people going to Mars to fight cockroaches so they can get what is it? I think it's they need to get enzymes back to Earth to solve this like basically super cancer. It's really, really violent.
Everybody's asleep. I hate to wake them up.
Don't watch the second season. The
I
second
want a
season is
future.
awful. They handed it over to another company and they made it PG-13. So in the first season, basically, if a cockroach got in range, it would rip someone's head off just by grabbing it. But in the second season, they were punching the cockroaches with their bare hands. And the cockroaches ran away, which is not what they did in the first season. It was terrible. I watched about half of the first episode of season 2 and I couldn't believe what they did to it. So I bought all the available volumes of the manga. But I guess they kind of wanted you to do, because you know what anime endings are like. So
I never said they were.
I had sex with your mum. Epic insult right there. I didn't love it, but the action was nice and the bug powers were good. It was cool learning about all the bugs. Like, you learn about electric eel, how effective the electric ability is, and the what was it? What do they call it? Prawn shrimp. The one with a really, really strong punch that can break glass. It was fascinating learning about it. It was like a David Attenborough documentary, but very violent. Bullet shrimp, that's it. That messed up those roaches so bad. Oh, there's the sugar.
Only a B-? Warren has shattered my faith. Ooh, sugar.
Anime I couldn't finish though was
Halfway home, Max.
there was this really awful one I watched a while ago. It was called Pupa. It was dreadful. It was basically like this pseudo incest, like anime with a brother and sister, and the sister had this. I don't know what it was. It was like a mutation or something, where she had to eat human flesh, and the brother had some sort of mutation where he just regrew his skin. I only got a few like episodes or chapters. I can't remember if I was reading it or not. Into that, and that was
Probably should
unpleasant.
find those items now.
I'm not easily put off by things either. What else do we need? Did you blow up? Nope, Warren, not yet. Okay, how much else do we need? Now, sugar can. Okay. I'm old and got into anime back when it was considered weird to like cartoons. It is rare. I find new stuff I really like. I mean, you kind of get like that sometimes. You find like your preferred era anime. Because for example, I kind of like the early 2000s anime up to like 2010s. I do remember that. Like when I started watching anime, I think I was in my last few years of high school. And by that point, I don't think anyone actually cared what you watched.
No, this mixture doth not.
And at the time, everyone thought Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and Sailor Moon were cartoons. Because I didn't know anime came from Japan. I had no freaking clue. Because they spoke English, so I was like, they probably came from America. See, if you want to see something really, really hilarious, look up forum posts of Japanese people talking about their favourite Western anime. And when I say Western anime, I mean like Powerpuff Girls, that kind of thing. Like they do like tier levels, being like, oh, this thing is really, really high level, where this is like really basement trash kind of thing. Like, what was it? I think they said South Park was like epic level, high level tiered Western anime, because it has so many like cultural references you have to know about beforehand. It's so weird thinking of like South Park is in that kind of context.
A periodic table. Max, if you can't find sodium chlorate in the science lab, give it up.
Did we already find salt? I just completely forgotten what I'm looking. Is it salt we're looking for? I'm guessing so. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is.
Here's the sodium chloride box. You know you're clumsy, Max. Don't waste your rewind power. Use the damn chair. Only one more ingredient left.
Oh no, there's an ingredient left. Dude, I couldn't be short for life, me. I don't know how short people can deal with not being able to look at the top of shelves. Because whenever this game tells me to find something, I instinctively never look up. 'Cause I'm like, I can see everything that I need. And I end up spending half an hour just wandering around, not finding it. Yo, speaking of anime, I think anime was probably some of the most popular things in my school. Indirectly though. And it was like Pokemon cards and I wouldn't quite say Digimon. Because it was Digimon cards, but it wasn't really popular by the people I knew. And Beyblades, like Beyblades was a massive fad. I knew a guy who actually brought like a Beyblade arena into school with him, so we could all play together. He was an absolute cheater though. He got these like custom things added onto his Beyblade, like metal round the outside, which decimates any plastic Beyblades. Obviously, you know, metal versus plastic. That was generally unfair.
You deserve way more than this for taking on Nathan, but every little grade counts. I thought we used some tape in Jefferson's class last week.
Max, you really should have told me that earlier. I got into it in the early 90s before Dragon Ball Z Pokemon boom that made it more acceptable. What was before Dragon Ball Z? Was it like Inuyasha? I'm trying to think. Inuyasha, Sailor Moon. Yeah, see, that's before I know what the hell was on. Because the only anime I knew when it came out was Dragon Ball Z Pokemon, really, because it was on like Toonami and all that kind of stuff. My first one was Guyver. Oh, I've got that on DVD. Guyver's amazing. They actually made that into a live action movie, Western movie. I think it was Western.
I feel gross even looking at Nathan's work, but he does have some stuff.
But I got into manga a little with Iron Fist Chinmei. I randomly bought a shop. I never heard of that one. But he just made me a Fist of the North Star. Hokuto no Ken. Never seen that, but that was basically just like the more commonly known JoJo equivalent. I say commonly known, I had no idea until I got into anime about that. Not the slightest clue.
I thought we used some tape in Jefferson's class last week.
Yeah, it was Western, they made two. I wonder if that in any way links in with the anime, because the anime does this really annoying thing where it ends in a cliffhanger at the end. Like, he gets this ultimate Guyver suit and just goes off to fight the end villain and just nothing. That was such a bummer of an ending.
The tape is mine.
But you can pretty much skip everything and just watch the animated movie.
Now it's time to show.
Wait, there's an animated movie?
Is the bomb.
How have I not learned this? Oh, I need to watch that. Maybe that's why there's a cliffhanger at the end of the anime. Ah, jeez, I need to buy that now. I need to buy that. Like, that was such a visceral, like, such a cool visceral anime. Where he's just like tearing the arms off of these monsters. And then you get the one that's got like a defective suit that keeps breaking down. I don't think he wasn't the one that like took on like different abilities of the ones he killed, was he? So I remember there was like this really special pseudo anti-hero, anti-villain kind of guy. It just like evolved as the show went on. Like he was. I miss anime like that. I genuinely miss anime like that.
Okay.
No, for Fist of the North Star, I mean, Galva has a bunch of adaptations. It gets pretty crazy in the end. Ah, right. I see what you mean. Right. Ah, yes. You're talking about Fist of the North Star, yeah. I've not actually watched Fist of the North Star. I have played the game though. The Yakuza light game where you can actually play as Kiryu if you want to. It was quite a cool game. Downside of it is though, spoilers for anyone who's not played the Fist of the North Star game. It's very, very non-spoilers. It turns out the entire Fist of the North Star game was a dream, which is just like, why? So it can basically slot into any point in the timeline, because you know it didn't happen.
Take it easy on the door, Chloe.
Yeah, make sure to check out the movie.
Let's try this instead. Boom! Literally.
Yes! Time to blow shit up.
If you'll light the candle,
This is so cool.
get ready to haul ass.
Cue fire alarm.
That was so fucking cool.
Yep, there we go.
You're toast. Here comes the whole Arcadia Bay Fire and Police Department.
So what should we do?
What actually generally worries me about this, they don't actually have sprinklers. That was basically just cue for fire. And the school's like, oh, we don't have sprinklers for fire. Wow. Round of applause for this school safety. Wow. Cue purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar alarm.
Take it easy on the door, Chloe.
Wait, what?
Let's try this instead. Boom! Literally.
See the one downside of having a loose mouse right now? It just tried to shut down OBS.
This is so cool.
PlayStation Remote Play sucks. I need to get a capture card. I can say it well at this point. There's a reason I can say it well, Gregory. It's because the amount of times people have had me say that, I'm kind of getting used to it. Oh, yeah, there we are.
Take it easy on the door, Chloe. Let's try this instead. Boom! Literally.
Yes! Time to blow shit.
Skip. Alright, move ass. And rewind. This is basically the Schrodinger's cat situation, isn't it? Is the cat alive or dead? Well, the cat's in the box and disarmed the poison because it's a genius. That's how good the cat is. So what's your favourite anime if you had to pick one? Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Amazing anime, just about hype and going the distance and pushing yourself to the limit.
You are magic.
Amazing, like motivational anime.
There, but you did it, sister.
The company I keep.
If I was to pick romance anime,
Find what
because
we want and feed it.
like that's my favourite like
Only goes so
adventure
far.
anime.
Man, I
If I was
just
to
feel
pick
the principal
like
lost his
romance and comedy,
Or
I like Lovely Complex. I
Must
think
want
that's
everybody to
amazing.
know he has money.
You know, about a really tall girl and a really short guy. That and Ori Monogatari. I think they're brilliant. Horror.
How can you trust somebody who has
What
a
would I pick for
fucking
horror?
bird in his office?
Maybe
Who's glad I was
Shiki.
expelled.
I quite like
Yes,
Shiki.
if only the principal
The
had
vampires.
Monet or Picasso, you'd still be at Blackwell.
Because it does non-Twilight
I'm gonna pay for the
vampires.
papers
It
on
does the
this ugly
creepy
ass house.
vampires that can just wreck your shit if you invite them into your house.
Okay, sure. It's ugly, but damn, is it a cozy chair. This is your chance to truly get all deductive and shit, Sherlock.
Don't really go for romance
Innocent
stuff, but
clues
Ori
about
Monogatari
Rachel
it's so good. I've been rewatching it recently.
Anybody. I'm on the case.
Every character in that show is good. It doesn't have an annoying character. You always expect one annoying character, but that show just doesn't have it. Maybe the main girl's friends, because they're a wee bit... what's the word for it? They like stereotype the main guy. They like cast him off because they don't like how he looks. But thankfully they do turn that around, so... Not to mention his best friend. His best friend is great. Like, he just straight up supports him all the way through. Every time, like, a girl, like, rejects the main character and asks his best friend out, his best friend just rejects him because he didn't give his friend a time of day and insulted him. Like, that is a good friend right there. Like, why would he date someone who insults his friend? Absolute bro energy right there.
Look at this file.
Supernatural, I think I'd probably go Baki Monogatari or just like the Monogatari series in general. Like, that's a cracking series. The watch order's a pain in the ass because there's so many seasons and different like sub-seasons kind of thing. It's quite entertaining. I guess a lot of the Ghibli movies could be considered romance. I do love those. Yeah, quite a few. I did not enjoy Princess Mononoke. Mononoke. Probably blasphemy, but I just couldn't get into it. I just did not like the characters. And the whole like shove in your face being like, oh, you better watch after, you better look after the environment or else bad shit's gonna happen. Yeah, maybe I get it. Though maybe I should look at it from the perspective of when that movie came out, because when that movie came out, I don't think it was so in your face as it is nowadays.
Weird. This asshole has a spotless record.
I like Spirited Away though. Spirited Away is great. Like, that's a really, really good movie. Family straight up getting turned into pigs just because they're like, oh, I'm gonna go into this restaurant and have something to eat. Immediately gets turned into a pig.
Like I'm not gonna read my own personal file.
I need to go back and watch a few of them. Like, I have not watched My Neighbor Totoro or Howl's Moving Castle. Or the one with the... What is it? The one where the castle's like floating in the air. I can't remember what its name is. Yeah, so I think I've only technically watched two. Yeah, two Ghibli movies so far. It's dropping a lot of Shinto stuff and other mythologies to not eat food from the underworld or you'll stay it. Ah, is that how it works? Right. Huh. Nausicaa. Is that the one with the... Is that the one with the wee girl who's a fish and then grows into like a person? Is that that one? So I'm not really sure. No, that's Ponyo. Ah, no. I have generally not seen a lot of his movies. Did you see the thing where he went to see his own son's movie? And he walked out midway through because he thought it was terrible. Like he is so freaking harsh. I suppose you could say he cares about his craft, even if it means it's a detriment to his own family. But to be fair, I did hear that movie was really, really shit. He can be a harsh critic. He is a very harsh critic. I think he straight up said during one of the interviews anime was a mistake. Have you seen the clip of him reacting to AI generated art? Pretty fun. No, I have not seen that. I need to see that. Oh, I can imagine him just ripping that apart. And he never gets mad. He never gets like proper mad about things. He just like sits there with his cigarette and just with a cold dead tone just cuts it with these words. Man, the faces of the people presenting it to him, you can see their hearts sink. I can't believe people had the nerve to present AI generated art to him. Like, that's just the nerve. People have came up with the idea, like, how he comes up with very magical and feel-good, whimsical movies. And then he's, like, very downtrodden. He seems like he's just not having a good time. But then you smash cut to someone like Junji Ito. He does, like, some of the most horrifying things in manga. Like Gyo and Uzumaki and all that kind of stuff. People getting hanged by balloons and things. And he's really, really chipper. He's a very chill guy. I need to read his cat manga. Do you know what? He actually made an entire manga about his cat. But kept his traditional art horror style. So it's about a cat. But the cat looks horrifying. Even though it's just a cat. Only Junji Ito can do that.
This file is going to be so spotless, I'll project.
Oh, nice. I do like Ito. Yeah, Ito's great. I need to buy more his manga. I've got like his main ones. His main three ones, you know, Gyo, Uzumaki, and God, what's it? I feel like it's not called Suzumi. It's that's a new movie that came out by. Oh God, I can't remember his name. The one who played who released Your Name. Oh, speaking of that, Your Name is a great movie. That's a phenomenal movie. I could watch Your Name over and over and over again. Such a good movie. And then it moves on to Weathering with You, and Weathering with You is dreadful. Like, that had no right being a continuation. That was terrible. I think I prefer Hideshi Hino to Ito though. Hideshi Hino. I probably read some of the things he's done, but the name does not jump to my head.
I have to make sure Warren doesn't have a criminal background.
Gee, she's got a really low grade point average. He does horror manga. Ito says he was a big inspiration. Ah, so that was before Ito. Nice. Huh. Do you know what? I'm going to do a quick Google search. I'm going to have a look at what Hideshi Hino's main, most well-known manga is. Because I bet you I'll immediately know what it is. No, it's I'm looking through the few of these and they look generally horrifying, but the names are just not ringing a bell. He likes bugs. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. He really, really likes bugs come out of people's bodies. No, I have not read any of these. I need to get on now. I'm going to bookmark that. I do enjoy collecting manga. Oh, the name came to me. The other big book I've got by Ito, Tomie. Like, that is a trippy one. You ever read that? That's basically just a girl who people get infatuated with to the point where they kill her and then cut her up. And then each of the individual parts become a new Tomie. It's so strange. It's generally just really, really, really strange. Yeah, I like Tomie. I don't know. I like Tomie, but I wouldn't rate it anywhere near as close to Uzumaki. And I think I'd probably go Uzumaki, then Gyo, then Tomie. Because I know the whole point of like horror that Ito does is it never actually explains what the cause of these things are, because you know that's half the horror. Because if things are unknown, they're more horrifying. But part of me really wanted a resolution to that story at the end of it. Yeah, I kind of blue balls you a wee bit. Though, to be fair, Gyo has a distinctive ending. I did not care too much about that either. Uzumaki was great though. Uzumaki was amazing. So then again, I got to the end of that and I'm like, did these characters just straight up give up? Are you kidding me? Are you genuinely kidding me? But maybe I'm just looking at it the wrong way. I'm probably just, yeah, definitely looking at it the wrong way. I'm a sucker for the juxtaposition of horrific done in a cute way. Oh, if you want horrific in a cute way, you ever read Gakko Garashi? That is straight up horror in a cute way. Like it's pretty fucked. Because you think it's just a traditional school anime or manga, and then it just stops being that after the first episode. The Enigma of Amigara Fault. Oh, that one, yes. The one with those holes in the cliff face, and they're like, oh, this is my hole. This is exactly my hole that I fit in exactly, and they go right into it. Why would you do that? Like, I swear to God. Like, I know there's weirdos out there in real life that would be like, oh, there's a hole in this cliff that's the same size as my dick, so I'm going to stick my dick in it. I can see that happening in real life. But I cannot imagine people would be like, oh, this hole is the exact size of my body. I'm going to descend into this cliff. Not a freaking chance unless you're just like a really seasoned like cave explorer or something, because some of the spaces they get into is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. I would have to, man. Really? Really? Also, Spelunky is fucking terrifying. People that do that are nuts. Oh yeah, Spelunky is terrifying. See, when you add in like diving into that as well. I've seen videos where the people, even seasoned ones that do it, if they panic 1 second, they just drown. They just straight up drown and die, and they can't do anything about it. You hear stories about it, they go down as a group, and the group gets separated, and the first half has to go on, and the second half doesn't know what's happening, and then they find the body as they move further in, and they can't get the body out, so they have to move past their friend and not get too scared, or else they'll end up dying as well. Like, that's pretty fucked. There's always groups of friends that do it as well. So, does the thought never cross their mind to be like, yeah, I'm going to go do this hobby where I might actually see my friends die, and I'm fine with it? Like, what the fuck?
Only 2 more files to go.
I'm obsessed with water. I was in the Coast Guard for a while,
Mitchell doesn't seem
so
so
sea stuff doesn't bother me
focused on all this.
much.
But there's not much here about the police investigation.
Oh yeah, but would you do it in a cave? But Delta P is fucking scary. Is that like a stretch of water? Or is that like I was saying, a cave system or something? That's good about you being in the Coast Guard though. I don't actually know anyone that was in the Coast Guard.
Man, I don't blame the principal for expelling Chloe. Bad Chloe. Let's nab this last file, Sherlock. So, Nathan Prescott's dad is a bully too. Shocker.
Yeah, straight shocker. And Chloe, what you got?
Dude, I know I shouldn't be going through the principal's files, but it's kind of cool.
Revenge on Blackwell.
Now's your chance to get revenge on Blackwell.
Oh yeah, I'm so bummed I don't get to party with the Vortex Club.
There's still time.
Especially with you around, right?
Don't talk. Search.
Oh, I like it when you get bossy. You're finally learning from the master.
It's to do with variations of pressure underwater, where it can be so strong that it can suck an entire human body through a hole. Oh, oh, fuck! I've not heard of that, but Jesus. Have you had the well, you probably will have, being as you were on the Coast Guard. You had the pressure where it's kind of like the bends in a way where you get so far down you start to hallucinate, and you can't tell which way is up and which way is down. So you start going deeper, thinking you're going up to the surface. Because I hear a lot of people in these cave diving situations, that's how they end up dying. Because they think they're going back up, but in fact they're going really, really deep down into the water and just they don't have enough oxygen to get back up again. But Jesus, can you imagine? Oh, can you imagine being in that situation where you just get sucked through it? Oh. I mean, I imagine it'd be over in like a millisecond, but just a mental image.
That is so cool that my signature actually...
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who recorded their own death due to that. Eesh. Oh wait, what is this? Dear Miss Grant, as Principal of Blackwell Academy is my... Oh, he took a few attempts at that one, didn't he? To inform you that your petition to block the installation of a new surveillance system has received enough signatures for the school to regret the plan, or reject the plan. Nitrogen narcosis, that's it. That's what it is, yeah. Yeah, you would never see me doing that. I don't think I'd ever cave dive ever because... I mean, I know you could probably cave dive if you're like really broad, but I would not risk it. I get pretty broad shoulders, so I imagine I would get into space and I wouldn't be able to squeeze my way through. I've seen a few YouTube videos where it's like they push the camera ahead of themselves and you just see them like try to get one shoulder through and then they like squeeze the other shoulder through right after. That would never be me. I don't do well in tight spaces. And then when you panic, your body like heats up and you expand, which just makes the problem worse. The Coast Guard doesn't go out too far. They mainly operate in the coast. It's RNLI that go out further. However, I did recognise the controversial nature of those cameras and shared their concern for possible invasions of privacy. Oh good, so they got the cameras taken down, nice.
You're not so tacky up close. Wowzer. This will
I'm
so
quite
not
thankful
come
for
handy.
the Coast Guard. Because once my friends get way too out to sea in the dinghy, because we're teenagers, and I end up just phoning the Coast Guard, and end up flying a helicopter in to get them. Well, thankfully they never got them because my friend, as you'd expect, well, not as you'd expect, but everyone has this friend. He stripped down to his underwear and swam out into the ocean and brought them back, which was hella risky. But as soon as they brought them back into the shore, the helicopter set down and basically just surveyed the situation, took the dinghy away from us. As they should. They didn't even have paddles when they went out there, so... Yeah.
This pretty much sums up Kate. Shy and sweet. And in the wrong place.
What is this? At present time, there's a security investigation in a controversial video allegedly featuring Kate. Alright, okay. Without her knowledge or alleged consent, along with her claim of being taken to the hospital during the party. Right, okay. It's like 90% volunteers. I wish I could have had it as a full-time job, but that's only for the pretty high up positions. Yeah, it do be like that. I remember reading a story on Reddit at one point where they were saying about how it was mostly volunteers. And how it was like, if you had it on your resume, it can really help you out.
Like I'm not gonna read my own personal file.
Alright, what am I missing here?
Man, I don't blame the principal for expelling Chloe. Bad Chloe.
Is this what I'm looking for?
I'd drink too if I was the principal of Blackwell.
Max, you better come check out these
Oh,
files.
did she find something?
Nathan accuses Rachel of bringing drugs on campus, and my step troll went along because he thinks Rachel was a bad influence on me. Assholes.
If David is teaming up with Nathan Prescott, that's a bad sign.
Nathan Prescott III. Ooh, he's so money. And you know the Prescotts dropped major bank to bury Nathan's real file. Look, it reads like a rap sheet. Bad grades, teacher complaints, secret probation. But I was expelled?
At least Nathan was finally suspended. Check out that note. Open it.
Main job that I got paid for was looking after
It's just
murderers.
some pretty drawing.
It's not a drawing. Look.
I had a friend that had that kind of job as well.
Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it.
But I was kind of glad to be
Fucked up.
to see the end of it though.
What does this even mean? Nathan is truly psychotic. I know he has something to do with Rachel missing.
Whoa. Listen to this. David M. always asks what's going on in my head.
Like it's pretty messed up.
David
Like
M.
see that all the
always
stories they
helps me
told me
follow
about
those he
what was
follows.
happening in the prison he worked
Pretty
at.
cryptic.
No, it sounds
Pretty
like they
messed
formed
up.
some sort of weird team, the Super Hebrews.
Yeah, it's not great. Did it for like 15 years. Oof.
David was stalking Kate.
That's like 15 years too
hassling me,
many.
And now we know he was all over Rachel too.
Oh, we are so going into his garage files. Plus, I'm getting a little paranoid in here. We got our info. Let's bail. But maybe we shouldn't leave without a gift.
No, you are not taking the cozy chair.
Max, do your powers include
I was in a secure
mind-reading?
hospital though, not a prison.
Or did you just rewind?
Man, I
because
suppose
tried
that's
to
a step
steal the
up.
chair? Shit, I'm confused.
It's
No,
not
that is
the
definitely a
best
step up. What am I saying?
I know how you roll. We should definitely get out of here. We pressed our luck enough.
Hello, what have we here?
Oh.
Holy shit! Jackpot! Cha-ching!
Wowzer. That's a lot for the handicapped fund.
Dude, there's $5,000.
Uh,
I could pay Frank back tonight. This'll chill him out after our knife showdown yesterday. Are you gonna make a big issue?
are
out of
you
this?
seriously taking money for
Or
the
just
handicapped
rewind and
people?
Take the greenbacks for yourself. I hope you do that instead of lecturing me.
Leave the goddamn money. We're not taking the goddamn handicap fund. I mean, if we were to four-brain this or five-head it or whatever the hell, maybe he's not actually going to use it for the handicap fund. But we can't be taking that chance. I am not justifying taking money for potentially like ramps and the like. Not happening.
You really want to take money from the handicapped fund? I know you need to pay Frank back, but I've got my power to protect you, right?
There's a lot of power in that horse-choking wad of cash.
Well, here's the problem,
Yes.
Chloe. Maybe you shouldn't be
Well,
spending
Max
all
is
your
right
money in
there.
weed.
I guess. Let's get the hell out of this office morgue.
I know that money would have helped Chloe and me.
That's right, I'm gonna capture card as soon as I can, because at some point during the stream, I bet you this mouse is gonna close OBS without me realizing. I feel a pain I did that for a while.
This look scares me.
Care for a midnight swim? The Blackwell pool is ours.
Swimming? You want to take that risk now?
It's been a cray week. You didn't let me take that money to pay off Frank, so if he pops a cap in my skull, at least allow me to have a little carefree fun.
I
for
do
a few
stream with one
minutes.
screen, now I've got three.
Splish splash?
You're right. We hella deserve it. Splish splash.
It's just
Did
unfortunately
you
the
actually just say hella? I think I'm a good bad influence on you.
it's just unfortunately this remote play thing that I used to stream from the PlayStation onto the PC is just jank. It's just jank. I need to get a capture card so I don't have to deal with that shit. So I've basically got OBS on one screen and game in the middle and VTube Studio on the left. I've never streamed COD, so
We're in the
when I first started streaming it was
Big
from the
fucking
PlayStation.
deal. I want that heated water.
We still have to.
But then
play it
PlayStation
cool.
streaming is dreadful.
I still go to school here.
They do this thing where they cut off
Always
certain
helpful once you
scenes
figure out your
in
room.
games, like endings, without telling you. So you play a game all the way
Chloe's
to the
so
end, and you get to the
upset
end, and
girls
it's like
night out, so
black
you
screen.
better follow her evil
Terrible.
plan.
Boys or girls?
Boys.
Boys, of course.
Figures. Perv. Let me check to see if the pool's heated.
Let's go freak out the fact there's urinals.
No way am I touching Zach's jersey. Zach is really careless. Doesn't he know what happens when I'm around?
Did he seriously leave his phone there? What a freaking idiot. See, if this was my school, this would not be here. It'd be turned inside out, shoved in the showers, potentially with stuff written on it or peed on. And the phone would just be stolen and sold.
Betty developed that in Jefferson's class. But why?
That's a bit weird. That is generally pretty weird. I went to an old boys school ran by a Christian Brotherhood. I bet that was quite interesting.
It's okay for Nathan to be hooked on these drugs.
With Wayne Rooney? Ooh. Hmm. I mean, I was quite curious when when he grew up and became someone very famous.
This must be for training kids.
Absolutely no one famous went to my school.
Some poor hipster lost their vape.
Ah, interesting. I didn't realize these cigarettes were a thing during this game.
I guess somebody forgot their Blackwell spirit. I guess I should consider this evolution.
What is that? I cannot read cursive. Dana, I know I'm an a-hole, but I still care about you, love Logan. Who's Logan? Logan Paul? I didn't know him, he's a couple of years younger, but I remember seeing him around. As you do. Oh, actually, tell a lie. One of the guys in my year became like really big in Dubai.
Boys' locker room is right.
It's kind of it's actually really cool because it's nice to see someone that you knew at a personal level doing so well for themselves.
Max Caulfield, Moral Avenger. This one is almost...
Unless they were an asshole.
Guys must like
Thankfully, he was not an asshole.
Huh, it's nice to know Victoria loves something besides herself.
See, that is very relatable. Every goddamn toilet in school, every goddamn place that there was a wall, you would always find a dick drawn in at school, always. Like, it's just ridiculous amount of them. Like, what?
I bet you do.
Oh, and these would not be this clean. These would never be clean. Every inch of this would be covered with... Oh, what?
Welcome to 1950.
Yeah, every inch of this would be covered in ink. And that would be off the wall, shoved right in the toilet, with the toilet seat hanging off, sitting right there, and the door lock would be broken. Yeah, my school was not classy. It was far from it. And there would be piss, piss everywhere, as a tradition. I wish we had a pool, though. We never had a pool. Oh, look, Gregor, it's your seat. We had a pool in a separate building. Yeah, we weren't so lucky. We had an auditorium and a very, very small gym building. They didn't build the school in the best place, so it couldn't really expand. Ah, God damn it. Ah, for fuck's sake. Game's straight up moving my model around.
Max, try to find the light for the pool. I want to see the sharks.
Otters don't like sharks. They bite.
So do I. Hit that light.
Did they have like sharks in the best of times? Oxygen kit.
In case I run out of air, I know where to come.
You'll be really fucked up. That shit just came in my head. I was remembering when I was walking through my town the other day. They raised money to have like what was it? Not CPR kits. The ones with the electricity ones for like if you have a heart attack. I just imagine. Can you imagine if some brain dead person put one of these at the side of, defibrillator, that's it. Can you imagine if some brain dead person put a defibrillator like right there in the wall for the pool, and someone had a heart attack in the pool and dragged them out and just just somebody was like, oh quick, get the defibrillator. Just electrocute the other and shout at the kid. And I bet you there'd be a chance of that happening. I bet you. I wonder if you look up a story that's ever actually happens, because I could see it. There we go. Now that's a nice pool.
Don't even think I'm gonna make a move on you.
Do I hear something fucked up? You know those CPR first aid dummies? Do you know they're actually based on a real person? I can't remember what the story is about it, but it was based on like... God, I generally can't remember. If I was to say something right now, I'd just be making it up, I think.
Time to do or die, Max.
But it was some sort of messed up story to do with it. I had to train to use one every bloody year, even though they don't need any training. And they'd also had to do CPR every year. Yeah, I've heard that. They need to like brush up and make sure you know 100%, even though you had to do it constantly, yeah. I bet you could probably do that off by heart now. I bet all I know is like chest compressions and having to do it with, you know, to the count of staying alive. Oh, shit. No, don't go back, come on. Shit. The guy that invented them found a girl so beautiful he used a face for it. That was it.
Hello? Still waiting for the light.
There has to be a control panel for the lights around here.
Skip, thank you. Nice swimsuit, Chloe. Well, I guess it's not a swimsuit, it's just underwear.
Time to do or dive, Max.
Dive in. Oh, maybe she needs to get changed. That would make sense. And my mouse just selected everything on OBS. Wow. Oh, she was in French, I believe. Oh, okay. You know, sometimes I keep telling myself, why do I need a capture card? This is one of these instances where I'm like, this is why I need a capture card. where are we getting changed? I assume in here? But no. I mean, what is this?
Ooh, these are some fancy pool glasses.
Well, actually, the goggles, you not know that? Just casually push glasses up my nose. CPR I can understand keeping your competencies up, but AED literally have pictures on the side and talk you through the process with audio instructions, so it's hard to get wrong. You use only one. You could use one correctly even if you have never seen one before, but we still had to do it.
Oh yeah, baby. Feels like a hot tub. Too bad you made me feel like the queen of assholes because I wanted that cash stash. Tell me you're not gonna stand there watching me like a zombie. Don't you dare! Come stop me, hippie. Okay, you asked for it. Cowabunga!
Yeah, I think it's Chloe's awesome when she wants to be.
An otter in my water. Dun 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 dun.
You are so obvious. And I still get freaked out by that movie, so stop. I can't even watch any of those shark shows.
Restraint seclusion training was always
I'll just
fun,
rewind and
but they phased a lot of that out before I left.
Cheater. Yeah, you wouldn't know about that.
Wonder why.
I wish Rachel was here. She would totally love being in here at night. Wish you guys had met each other.
We will. With all this stuff going on, I'm starting to think everything is related. And I want to find out why for Kate's sake. She didn't deserve to die.
Your power is changing everything, Max. Especially you. I can already tell. You're not so chicken shit anymore.
Thanks, girlfriend.
You know what I mean. You're becoming like this force of nature.
More like luck of nature. Come on, my power failed trying to rescue Kate.
We're towards a no
I'm
force
just
first
stumbling
policy,
back
so
and
you would
forth
only
in
restrain
time.
someone if you really had to.
For
And a lot
once.
less towards the end of my time now.
You didn't say
Ah,
you
that
saved me, Max.
kind of thing, yeah. It's kind of annoying when they introduce policies like that. Because sometimes you need to be forceful. Especially in like serious situations. But like, oh no, well, what if you hurt someone? It's the same thing like, what is it? If like a student assaults a teacher or something, the teacher's not allowed to do anything about it. Like they're not, I don't even know if a teacher's allowed to restrain the student when they get attacked by them. Things are weird these days. It's annoying when you know it's people who don't do the job is coming up with it. Okay, I would just let this guy stab me with a pit. It is always the way. It's always like the higher ups that get promoted outside of, like they don't go through the stages of the job to get to the higher up position. They're hired on as like a managerial role, and that's all they do. It freaking sucks.
That time. But that's because you were there to kickstart my power.
So it's time to start moving forward in time. And we're obviously connected since...
The thing I love about this game is it takes me back
Power, right?
to feeling like I did when I was a teenager. Though obviously I didn't grow up in Oregon, but...
Absolutely. You make me feel like I know what I'm doing.
And you make me feel like I have a reason for still being in Arcadia Bay.
I hope so.
Stop being so goddamn humble. You're like the smartest, most talented person I've ever known.
More than Rachel Amber?
Dude, I'm not her groupie, okay?
Yeah, nostalgia's great.
I'm sure you have Blackwell bros all over you. Like Warren.
That's why I love 80s, early 90s stuff. I freaking love Stranger Things. That wasn't even around in the 80s. But Stranger Things was such a good... You know, it felt kind of nostalgic, if you get what I mean, even though I'd never seen the 80s. I liked all like the Dungeon and Dragon references and like all the old-fashioned like decor and the likes. Do you know, it's probably because I seen the back end of that growing up. That's probably what it is.
You're the bro killer. Tats and twos.
You did not just say that. Plus, I am not down with these Arcadia Bay hillbillies.
I don't blame you. Anyway, we have bigger fish to fry, right?
No worries. Once you get over yourself, you're gonna make the world.
I also knew
proud.
someone that was kind of
As
like
long
Chloe
as
in
you're
college.
here with me.
Don't look so sad.
She's freaking awesome.
I'm never leaving you.
Now I'm getting cold in here.
Because we're yapping instead of attacking each other, Otter versus Shark style. I think I've had my pool experience for the year. Let's jet.
Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I get out. Gross. I feel like we just went swimming in Chlorine Bay.
You look cute with your hair.
I feel like
soaked in
Super 8
chemicals.
did what Stranger Things did, only better.
You would
I don't
know.
mind it though. I don't recall that. Super 8. Oh, 2 seconds. Gonna do a quick Google. Alright, Super 8. Let's have a look see. Ah, J.J. Abrams, really? I guess he can do something good. 81% Rotten Tomatoes. Sky Movies. Is it like a film instead of? Oh yeah, so it is a film. I thought it was gonna be like a straight TV series. Now keep an eye out for that one in case I ever see it in the TV or something. So what was the premise for it, Gregory? Was it supernatural, or was it like Stand By Me in the sense it was like friends hanging about in the 80s? What the fuck just happened?
Are you shitting me? Dude, hide! Like when we were kids.
I could use my power, or just look for a hiding spot.
I look for a hiding
Or
spot.
both.
Where are they? Hello?
Can I hide in here? Yeah, it's a monster movie about a bunch of kids in the 80s. Anything like that?
Hello?
Okay, there's no way you can see me in here. I've got a bit of a soft spot for it, but not the remake. I thought the remake was alright, but
Halloween pranks
I thought the original one with Tim Curry was brilliant.
I heard something over
He's
there.
just a straight up bar of laughs. Alright, can he see me?
Who's here?
No, 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 don't see me, 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 don't see me. You can't see me. Did I just walk back and reveal? I freaking did, didn't I? Hey, Chloe.
So invisible. Let's bail. Wait, turn around.
Tim Curry's a much better Pennywise for me. He really is.
Find another way out.
Like, he's able to pull off like that clown-esque ness where he's like, he's really, really funny when he wants to be, but also really, really creepy.
Okay.
Whereas the other guy was just creepy. He was never funny, ever. Even then, he was kind of PG. Horror-esque. Like, with the remake, they kind of thought to themselves, let's do gore. You know, because that's going to replace, like, proper, like tension and scales, isn't it? Yeah. Benny's Dirty Old Man Clown much more menacing than the new one. New one had some things I liked more though. What was that dance scene about? You know the one I'm talking about. What was that about? Are you really telling me that everyone in our production team looked at that and like, yeah, the dance scene makes sense. Makes total sense. That scene lives rent free in my mind because it's just, it's such a weird decision. Like you're saying, yeah, I like parts of it. Preferred the Spider Monster in the remake though, if it was CGI. I never actually seen the second movie, the remake, because my friend said it was just very, very bad. So I'm happy just sticking with the original movie. I need to play Red Alert at some point, because I've seen that Tim Curry plays like the Russian leader on that. And I watch on YouTube every now and then the scene where he does like the really campy. Was it again? I shall go to the one place that capitalism has no sway. Space. I love that clip. I've never played Red Alert, but that clip it's just pure Tim Curry.
Always remember this moment.
Photobomb!
Photo hog.
Legend of one of my favourite Tim Curry. Yeah, Tim Curry's the devil with his massive horns.
Just like a different world from yesterday.
We left a skid mark on Blackwell last night.
Like it needs another one.
It's gonna be such a bummer when Tim Curry goes, because he's such.
I'd like to do something good.
He's
for my
such a good
school or
actor.
Arcadia Bay. I can't even submit my photo to represent. I just don't want to be rejected.
Every great artist gets rejected before they get accepted. So you have to enter a photo.
Even though I'm pimping the school in town you want to torch?
Come on, I don't want to see Arcadia Bay burned to the shore. I just say shit like that because I've been trying to get out of here since you left, basically. If I could find Rachel, then pay Frank off, I'm still leaving to start a whole new life.
Wish we could just hang out all morning like we used to. Maybe we should get up. I have to get back to Blackwell.
See, why can't she be like this all the
Does
time?
the schoolgirl have a test today?
I'm starting to feel like going to Blackwell every day is a test. I just need to get on my regular school schedule again.
This VOD is going to get copyright claimed, I know it is, but at this point I just don't give a fuck. Because the last couple get copyright claimed already anyway, so.
Last night. But it was awesome.
I have to ponder what kind of criminal I've become.
This last night was only the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, I need to get dressed now.
I think all of us basically have a friend that had a room like this growing up. They just have basically every inch of the wall just covered in like cuts from magazines and things and posters. Fuck copyright claims, I miss Twitch sings so much. Yeah, the copyright claims everything is an absolute mess. I had to make sure I used music in my channel that was like copyright free, like free usage. Even then I've still credited just to make absolutely sure.
I thought Chloe might put up a pic of me instead.
Twitch sings was some of the most fun I ever had on Twitch. So I'm guessing that's like what, kind of like a karaoke kind of thing? Because I've never actually looked into that.
Holy shitballs. Frank is scary. I should have let Chloe take that money.
Really? You should have let Chloe have the money for the disabled people? Really?
Chloe is so
There's a
talented
karaoke game that Twitch made themselves.
really trying to suss
Ah,
out what my vision
you could
is.
duet with other streamers and stuff. That's quite shitty because you see like VTubers on YouTube all the time sing along with each other.
At least we haven't been identified. Yet. I have to go. Especially since Kate's parents aren't going to bury her here.
Then there was a whole thing with the split as well, where Twitch is giving streamers an even smaller split of the earnings as well, which, yeah. The amount of times people have looked for replacements for Twitch and it's just not worked out.
Ew.
It's honestly one of the nicest inclusive communities on Twitch, even if it was only small. I imagine it would be. You're basically just getting together for your love of music. Alright, let's head out.
Put some clothes on first, hillbilly.
Then you just put on clothes.
Okay. Time for some
Oh, we're repping Chloe
Hey,
cosplay.
there you go. Rachel left a bunch of her clothes with me. She's your size.
I was half past most of the time I did it.
Max, you don't have to
Which is some of the best karaoke you can
Let's
have.
give it a try. You can always rewind back to your chlorine brand t-shirt and generic jeans.
You suck. I like my shirt and jeans. But it would be cool to try on Rachel's clothes just to see if they fit.
Stop second-guessing yourself, Max. Put this on and let your inner punk rock girl come out.
Come on, put on the
Can you
jacket.
afford to take
Or
chances?
shirt. Come on.
Whenever and whatever you want to try. For example, I dare you to kiss me.
What?
I double dare you. Kiss me now.
Yes.
Damn. You're hardcore, Max. Now I can text Warren and tell him he doesn't stand a chance.
Well,
Unless
Warren's
he's into
weird.
Girl on girl action.
You're such a dork.
Coming for the dork.
Oh man, that was priceless when I kissed Chloe. She didn't think I would.
I'm not gonna lie, I have that exact same shot.
Looking sick, Max. A couple tats, some piercings.
It's one of my
and we'll
few
leave the pressure out of you.
non-black
Ready for the mosh
outfits.
pit, Shaka bra.
Maybe not.
She did not
Go
just
on
say
down
that.
and say hi to Joyce. Free breakfast. I have to.
Me
wait.
too, yeah. I think everyone had that shot at some
Not
point.
rewind and f- out, okay?
It just looks so. I know it's simple, but it just looks really good. Not to mention I freaking love red as well.
The fact that she put the photo next to Rachel's is so touching.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
I was around
That
here.
smells so amazing.
Oh wait, that shot isn't that like
So many
Route?
kids here.
What is that? Route 66? Like the really really long highway that goes past like Area 51. Wasn't that also in like the movie? What's his name again? Forrest Gump. He's like running down that with his massive beard, where he's following behind them. It's that exact road. Oh, they missed it. Missed the trick. Don't be a dummy and cover your willy. Don't be a dick and cover your dick. Surely it should have been don't be silly, cover your willy. Yeah, that sounds way better.
Feels so good to wash my face after all that chlorine. And
No, I've got it. Don't be a dick, cover your prick. There. There we go, perfect.
You know, I haven't gone through a dyeing my hair blue phase yet. Maybe it's time.
Oh, you might not have, but I went through a dyeing my hair red phase. Which sadly ended quite quickly when I had to go for a job interview. Because, yeah. Unfortunately, office managers don't look too kindly on red, bright hair. I dye my hair pretty much everything. Yeah, no, I just went red. I just really like the idea of red. I would have dyed it black if it wasn't already black. When it was long now and bald. Yeah, my hair was long as shit. I had it down to my shoulders for ages. I remember when I was a teenager, everyone in my friend group had long hair. Why would I erase a message?
David, this is Officer Korn. Just want to let you know.
And it was down in my ass for like 10 years.
Car was identified
It was the times.
campus last night, around the time of the break-ins.
What?
Give me a call soon.
Are you in trouble again, Chloe?
Oh.
Don't you?
Nope, we are erasing that message. Erase.
Message deleted.
Fuck you, security
I
guard.
think Chloe has earned a break from all this bullshit.
Damn straight. Oh, looks like someone's not looking after their plants. Oh,
Oh, look at the poor bird. He seems kind of freaked out.
I am not scaring that bird. Because I know exactly what's going to happen. If you scare that bird, he's going to smash his face right into the glass. Oh. Looks like it wasn't the first one.
3 dead birds lined up? That's fucking ominous.
There's a song in there somewhere, but I don't know what. 3 dead birds sitting in a row. Na 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 na. That really blows. That's crap. That's absolute crap. Right, what am I doing out here?
Oh, dead bird. Poor thing.
Oh, I think 1 dead bird's a bit of a step up from 3 dead birds, Max. I'm not saying it's not a bad thing, but perspective. Oh, granted, we've now got 4 dead birds, so. Now, what are we gonna do with this bird? Oh, this one though. There we are. There we are.
I keep expecting to see the
Genius.
skies turn red.
Alright, bird, move your ass. And scare.
Bird, be gone. Fly, you fool.
Nice Lord of the Rings reference. And shut. Yeah, Joyce.
Good morning, Joyce.
Rachel, I mean Max. Oh, you startled me. Well, you fit those clothes well. Thank God you're not a hellraiser like her or Chloe. Now tell me exactly what you want to chow on.
Joe, I don't know if it's an American thing, but when I was at a friend's house, I basically never chatted with the parents. It just always felt awkward. I was like my friend do that for me. Unless it was like this instance of asking for eggs and bacon. I could super go with eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon all the way.
Remember when you
I could go with eggs and bacon
I yelled out, wakey, wakey, eggs and
with
wakey.
Totally.
potato scones,
You wake up so
sausages,
fast.
beans,
So this time you can help me with the ingredients. I need you to grab me the actual
and
eggs and the bacon.
what else?
I can handle eggs and bacon.
Probably an extra egg, actually. Freaking love eggs.
I should have.
Oh, iron brew, yeah.
Vegan, but
Full sugar iron brew. None of that stuff with the sweeteners in it, the aspirin crap, aspartame or whatever.
I love that they still have the same refrigerator.
Come on, Max. Find those ingredients so we can chow down.
In the cupboard. You know what? All the diet and brews probably tastes the best to me. I mean, no surprise, because they're probably the ones that taste the most consistent after the whole sugar tax fiasco. I hate Jamie Oliver. If I ever met Jamie Oliver in real life and I didn't immediately get arrested for it, I would kick him square in the nuts. He is one of the worst human beings. Where the hell's the rest of this food? You think all the food would be in the goddamn kitchen?
Joyce looks so different in her street clothes. I love that they still have the same refrigerator.
Oh, there is. It's always out of line of sight, isn't it?
The eggs always come first, as Joyce used to say.
If I want to eat a fucking turkey twister, I should be allowed to. Fair enough, I don't give them to kids in school, but I'm a grown ass man. Exactly. How dare you motherfucker, be telling us how we should eat? If I want to have full fat anything, I should be able to. I'm a freaking grown ass man. Asshole. Sorry, I just meant. I never actually had them. I seen that documentary, did I just remind myself, did you ever see it? I'm not sure if it was in that documentary. He loved rallying against McDonald's in like the chicken nuggets. So he like told the kids what was it like in the chicken nuggets in the process, and like they came for chickens and all that stuff. And then he made chicken nuggets exactly similar to the way they make them in McDonald's. And the kids freaking loved them. They didn't care how it was made. They did not care in the slightest. They didn't care it came for chickens. I'd 100% recommend looking up that clip, because the look in his face, he's so disappointed. And every time I see that clip, it just makes my day, because he deserves to feel that for the rest of his life, because that's what he's made the entire world feel. Well, at least Britain.
Thanks. After all these years and everything that's happened, it's great to see you and Chloe together.
Oh, Lucozade was straight up my favorite drink. Before that, I can't drink it now, it's terrible.
Sweet girl. I'm just hoping she's living large in LA.
I'd love to think that too, Joyce, but
we're on the same page, Max. I keep hoping that Rachel will show up or even send a message to Chloe from Hollywood. Or wherever she is.
And when he's preparing them, they're all like, ooh, but when they're actually cooked, they're like, nah, I would still eat them. Well, yeah. That's the thing, though. A lot of things that you cook, like meat related, look a bit shit before you cook them. Like chicken, for example, like raw chicken. Raw chicken looks horrendous. Then you stick it in like the deep fat fryer, and it looks amazing afterwards. You can taste amazing. I freaking love my deep fat fryer. You'd have to pry it from my cold, dead hands, my deep fat fryer. I love having fried food. Even though I do tend to space out, because you can't have fried food all the goddamn time, because that's how you pack on the weight. I used to love Turkey Drummers. They fucked them to. Of course they did. Of course they did. Because that's just the food industry now. Alright, so what am I selecting here? Yeah, it was Rachel mad at Chloe. Yeah, let's check this.
Is there any reason that Rachel might be mad at Chloe and left without her?
Chloe could piss everybody off but her.
Oh, she can.
You were almost joined at the head. Reminded me of you and Chloe. Rachel wasn't as grounded as you.
I'm grounded? Since when? Maybe that's why Chloe likes Rachel so much.
Max Caulfield, are you actually jealous of Rachel?
Maybe.
Maybe. Rachel was so much cooler than me.
You think? Then why has Chloe been telling me she wishes she could be more like you over the past 5 years?
Doubt it. Did she really? 5 years ago feels like 1,000 now.
And that makes me what, a century old? You're only 18, Max. Oh, youth. If only I could go back.
It's not all that, Joyce.
Voila, a breakfast fit for us queens. And a king. Go sit at the table.
It's kind of weird when you're a teenager. Time feels like it's... Like, a year feels like a ridiculous amount of time. Like, some school years just felt like they dragged on forever. But once you leave school, it's like, a year? Don't you mean a month? Wasn't that a month? Like, what do you mean it's January again? Low fat milk. Do you know in other countries the cap means different things? You get like purple caps and shit.
Thank you so much, Joyce. I'm never leaving.
Like you get full fat and then you get.
You can clean.
What is it? Because here it's like red is like skimmed milk with no fat at all. It's basically water. And you get the semi-skimmed and then you get the blue one. But in like the Netherlands, you get like 5 different types of milk or something. Theory is the less time you have experienced, the longer it seems. My time flies when you're old like me. Red skim, green semi, and blue full flat. Did you hear that they're getting rid of the colours? Because I've been seeing milk in the shops and it's just clear caps. There's something about it being hard to recycle the specific caps for some reason.
You again?
But the white ones are easy.
Made me remember so much. I know these photos don't measure up to your work, Max.
My favorite photographers probably take pictures similar to yours. You make David happy, Joyce.
That makes sense, yeah.
To be happy, Max. He's just not great.
Hopefully it's not confusing.
I don't think I can rock this outfit like Rachel.
You have your own cool style.
Because you'd never catch me drinking skim milk.
Wowzer.
Like, why would I have skim milk when I can just drink water?
That day.
I'm glad. William took this picture with his instant camera. Oh, it was the last picture he ever took. He had his part out right after this, and
I know, Joyce.
I should prefer
I'm sorry.
semi, but I like full fat and coffee
I
and
didn't
stuff.
show you this to be morbid. In fact, I want you to have this. This was when my baby was so full of life and light. She was hopeful, positive.
I actually like to go to a farm every now and then, like once a month,
Today.
and get like full cream,
This was the last
like
time I ever saw her.
really full fat milk. It's absolutely amazing. Problem is, it lasts for like 3 days. It literally goes off in 3 days because it doesn't have like preservatives in
It's
it.
not always about you.
Really good though.
Please, it's too early to start picking a fight. Eat instead.
I'll keep the warden busy while you go peek in the garage.
Now stop whispering, or I'll know you're talking about me.
Stop being so nosy, Mother. Jeez, I can't do anything
Mother.
around here without everybody getting up in my shit.
No one can even joke with you, Chloe. You fly off the handle like that.
Excuse
I've
me.
never tried it, but I would
have
like
to
to.
use the bathroom.
It's supposed to be much better for you too.
Me when you should back me up.
Now, who's being paranoid? Just listen to yourself.
Nobody else does.
By the way, I would recommend not having like dairy milk anymore. Do you know dairy milk was bought out by an American company? Mondelez or something? And dairy milk is such a mess nowadays. Like even cream eggs doesn't use Cadbury's chocolate anymore. They use regular milk chocolate, and everything's been shrunk down. And they use like preservatives in the chocolate now, and it's I miss old dairy milk. Apparently it was a hostile takeover as well.
No shit, it needs a password. How about step douche? Try it.
Step dish, yeah, sure.
I need more clues.
The sizing is crazy and everything has gone up in price. Yeah, they go the whole shrinkflation and actual inflation. Because they're like, oh, it's more expensive to get was it ingredients and the like, but I'm pretty sure they're just trying to shortchange everyone so they can just get more and more money.
Nothing to see here.
I mean, the literal state of Mars bars nowadays. The literal state. When you used to be able to get a Mars bar that had 2 Mars bars in it, that's how cheap it was to get them.
Nothing in it.
Everything that's cost £1 for my entire life has gone up to at least 120. Like, see, if you want to see the worst case of inflation you've ever seen in your life, look at how much a Freddo costs. Cause that shit was like what was it, like 8 pence or something? And a pack of like 4 of them is like £1 nowadays. It's like, what the hell is happening? You could either get a Freddo, or you could get like a Tazbar. I think it was Freddos were 10 pence, and the Tazbar was 20 pence because it had caramel in it.
Obviously, David's parents care about him. That date might be a good password.
Oh, let's try that. I got one of those multi-packs of Whispers the other day where it used to be like 4 full-size ones. It was 3 fun, of course it was. I remember you used to just get fun size and like for like Halloween. Basically just to hand out to all the kids that came in the door. But everyone's more or less just been downsized to fun size because they're like, yeah, we can get away with this.
I still need to find the password to David's computer.
You just did. 7th, 2007.
Nope.
Damn it. Plate.
Cute. Can't picture David driving Joyce around with this on the car.
Can I go through this door? No, I cannot.
Password to David's computer.
Sun visor?
Joyce might as well have wrote, "Let's get married."
What's this? It was an honor having you in the diner. Nice to know that gentlemen still exist. Love to talk again with you soon. By the way, the name is Joyce if you forget.
That might be a useful password.
That probably isn't. Yeah, that is the one thing waitresses really don't want when they're working. They absolutely do not want to get hit on. The amount of stories I've read on Reddit where it's like waitresses talking about the amount of guys that just start trying to hit on them because because the waitresses have to be nice to like try and get a tip, or like they're pretty much made to because it's a job. And then the guys will like misconstrue that and be like, "Oh, she's nice to me. She wants to like see me outside of work." And then like basically approach them after working that shit. It's just pretty messed up. Didn't I literally just get a password? Ah, there we are.
Score! Max the hacker strikes again. Whoa. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Rachel definitely hooked up with Frank. But why does David care?
Right. So, I think I know. It's because she was best friends with Chloe, so she was found with drugs. So I'm guessing he's trying to rationalize, be like, Rachel was the reason why Chloe is so into drugs. So that's why he was looking into that. Huh. Kind of like a bad influence kind of deal.
One more thing to make her sad and mad.
Interesting thing is, like, I knew a lot of people that hung out with in parties and like they did drugs. Some of them did worse than that. Well, a lot of them smoked weed, and a small percentage of them took worse things. I'll say for a fact, I was never tempted. Thankfully, it was just never my thing. There's Davy Jones.
Nice breakfast.
David, you back already?
I have to take a nap after writing up vandalism reports last night.
Wait, what?
What happened?
Some little shit-ass punks broke into the swimming pool. This is what happens at these PC bullshit colleges.
But we didn't
Entitled
vandalize.
students taking over the campus.
Do you know for sure it was Blackwell students?
Who else?
Didn't
would
try
do it?
anything until my mid-30s,
I'm
including
gonna
alcohol.
bust 'em.
Really? Huh. You don't hear about that too often. Most people I knew started drinking at like
Is that
15.
your Rachel Amber Halloween costume?
You know more about her than me.
No. You and Chloe think you know more than anybody. Like all teenagers.
Leave Max alone, David. Stop threatening students.
He threatens them with surveillance cameras, so he can spy on everybody. Like he spies on all of us.
I think I was like 33 before I tried it.
Don't start, Chloe.
That must have been a trip.
Not now.
Yeah, I'm just always starting shit, right? You're a total paranoid, David.
Not now, Chloe.
You used to call me a loser for getting kicked out of Blackwell. So who's the loser now, David? Who haven't you accused?
I was
or
very
harassed?
anti-everything growing
Between
up.
your investigations into Rachel and Kate, what have you done besides get in trouble?
What did I do here? Ah, fuck it, we're same with Chloe. She's very abrasive, but you kinda need to stick with her.
You're a bully, David. I saw you harass Kate Marsh when she was going through hell.
And to be fair, he's
You
done some
could've
messed up shit
totally
anyway.
helped her. Everybody at Blackwell is a suspect to you, except for Nathan Prescott. That's why the students and faculty don't like you. You even threatened me.
Can you imagine getting
do
toned down
respect
like
your
this? That's
service,
rough.
but you don't respect anybody.
You were smoking pot in Chloe's room. It's illegal.
Actually, she
You're
wasn't.
spying on people in your family and at your work. Why do you have photos of Kate Marsh and Rachel Amber in your files anyway?
What? Is this true, Max? Yes, David. Why do you have these files at all? I find this very disturbing.
I do not have to take this kind of interrogation. Not from you punks.
Maybe you should calm down.
Oh, you're turning on me now, huh? Of course. Women always stick together.
Is it bad that I kind of feel bad for him?
Screw you.
David, you better go to a hotel until we figure this out.
You
Obviously, he's
can't
got some
kick
mental
me out
problems.
of my own home.
It's my home, David. Paid for and in my name.
I
You
fell in
know
love
the
with pop
law, right?
mid-30s, but kind of wish I had
Oh, I thought
never
I knew
drank.
a lot of things. Like when I'm outflanked.
Have a nice day.
I never had a problem with drink.
For once.
I actually get bored of it,
Please shut
to
up.
tell you the truth. I remember when I was younger, when I used to drink, I used to find, you know, I was more like relaxed and just chill when I was drinking, but nowadays, I don't feel any different when I drink. If I drink too much, I feel a bit sick. It's kind of, you know, redundant. And that's vodka. I'm not really one for beer, it kind of bags me up, so I tend to stick with spirits. But even then, it doesn't really do anything for me these days. That's where I am not. I find it now pretty boring. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think it's just your body kind of gets used to it, or you get used to the feeling that you get from it.
Max, that gave me chills. And you better not rewind this one.
I'm not going to rewind it, don't worry, Chloe. Let's get out the house. I still can't stick whiskey though. Whiskey, I
Listen,
think, tastes awful.
when I went through David's laptop, I found pictures of Rachel and Frank being more than friends.
Right, no way, Max. She was just posing to tease Frank.
I stopped the
You're not
spirits a
gonna
while
believe
ago.
me.
I tend to
Why
drink
don't we
wine,
check
but I need
Frank
to drink a
has
lot
his
of it to
ID?
feel anything these days.
Not gonna prove.
I think I
Frank
will,
has Rachel's bracelet.
I will knock it on the
What
head.
else does he have in there?
Motherfucker better not have anything. For his sake.
I mean, if it's not really doing anything,
Let's check the door.
it wouldn't really
Frank
hurt
gets
to
so
drop
wasted,
it, to
he
be fair.
sometimes forgets to lock it.
I'm lucky if I drink like once a month at that.
I can't believe
It's more of a
I'm
social
out.
thing,
Not anymore.
really.
We have to be casual ninjas here. Shitballs. Okay, here's the plan. I'll go to the diner and distract Frank by telling him I have his money, but he needs to come with me. Then you come in and
The same way with weed for me, I
Frank
haven't smoked in
then you can
almost
tell Frank
2
he needs
years.
to check out his RV, and then you
Yeah, probably
rewind
could
after
just
you
get used to it.
key,
Yeah.
And
It's interesting how your body does that.
Chloe, I got this.
I suppose
I'll
it
be right
doesn't
back.
work the same way for a lot of people. Some people
don't let my epic plan get in the way of yours.
get like super
After I
addicted.
scratched up a Scooby snack to distract his mangy mutt.
Now to find a quick and easy way to snag Frank's keys.
I'm sure I would enjoy drinking more if I could do it socially, but I don't have the option. Yeah. I mean, I'm at a point where if I'm out drinking socially, it's not really the alcohol, it's just... It's more like what you drink when you're social, I find. It could be literally anything. I could be drinking fresh orange and it wouldn't really make a difference.
More nasty shit.
Alright, where am I going right now? Have a very... Oh, go. Back up. Have a very special 18th birthday. You're an adult now, but you're still a little girl. Check your count, don't blow it all at once. Maxine, pop here. I'm sorry I haven't got in touch sooner. I know you're upset, but your mum and I know you did everything you could to save that girl. Some things are just out of our control. And if you want to come back home now to relax and maybe go to high school around here, the door is wide open. Thanks, Pop. It's been intense here, but I'm not ready to come home. Talk later. Joey, he kind of looks like the guy from Firewatch. Which I'll admit I never actually played, but I watched the playthrough of. I could straight up see that being a crossover. Wait, did Taylor message us? What the fuck? Why the hell is Taylor? What is this? Oh wait, what? What is this? Miss Caulfield, I wanted to thank you for your actions with my daughter Kate. You showed true grace and bravery when you went up to that roof with her. You must know you did all that was possible and that Kate's life was never in your hands. Or even hers at that point. Kate has left us for another world, but she'll always be with us, and I know she wants you to have a long, dynamic, blessed life. Our family will forever include you in our prayers, peace and joy. Richard Marsh. Huh. Does that make sense though? Didn't Kate tell us before that her parents were like really religious? Isn't the whole thing with like basically every single sect of Christianity is if you kill yourself, you go to like one of the worst parts of hell? As was demonstrated in Dante's Inferno. That was an alright game. Could have been better, but that was alright. There's Warren talking about shit, okay. Hey buddy. Read that when I was a kid. I never actually read the Divine Comedy. I only played the game. I hear it's basically a love letter from Dante to... God, what... Like famous poets from Greece. Which is why like Cerberus, for example, is in it. There's a lot of like Greek influence in the Divine Comedy, which is kind of strange, you know, considering it's Christianity, not Greek mythology. You know, it's strange. But I've heard good things, especially at least it starts off in purgatory and then it goes to hell and then it goes to paradise or something like that. It goes to show how crazy Christianity is that purgatory wasn't a thing until they yanked it from a work of fiction. Really? Oh, I did not know that. Really? Huh. That's interesting.
Look at all these flyers. It's so sad that nobody will read them.
I kind of assumed that was something that was always like in the Bible or something. Because I could see that being like... Well, then again... Though granted, the Divine Comedy is ancient. So. That's interesting. I might actually have to look into that.
Good morning. How are the fish today?
Don't ask. First the snow, then an eclipse. What's next? A tornado?
Yes. Climate change.
You don't think it could be like climate change or something?
Climate sure has changed around here. Just saw that Prescott.
Yeah, Dante invented
crap
that pretty
having a
much.
fit by himself
Ooh.
in the parking lot.
Isn't he always having a fit?
That's actually really
The
cool.
only one. If you knew what was going on with the fish around Arcadia Bay. Sorry, I'm too pissed to talk about it.
But like you said about the
You're
Greek
out,
influence,
kid.
Homer had written something similar earlier. That's really fascinating though, because like the church leveraged that quite a bit. The whole purgatory thing. You know, because they wanted people to be buried within like hallowed ground around the church. Because they made the rationale that if you weren't buried on hallowed ground, you would not go to heaven. You would go to purgatory.
Good morning.
I was
How are
obsessed
the fish
with
today?
religion quite a bit when I was young.
First,
I mean, mythology is very interesting.
I heard that something bad was happening to the fish in Arcadia Bay.
well, since you mentioned it first, there ain't no fish in Arcadia Bay.
What? Come on. None?
None worth catching and eating anymore. I'm not shitting you. Salmon, trout, bass have died and migrated. Even the damn clams are dying.
Oh my god. But what about...
Sorry, it's too salty to talk about it. See you around,
Ha.
kid.
Let's see what he did there. Alright, let's sneak in the window.
Deja vu. There's dust on the dust now.
How are we going to get into this RV? Climb? Nah, I guess not. Open?
Locked.
Of course it is. Oh, wait, it'll be in the diner, won't it? Yeah. That makes sense. The Bible mentions souls being in a purgatorial state, but I don't think it was cemented as an actual place as we understand it today. Alright, so Dante basically just thought to himself, like, there's not enough elaboration, so he kind of came up with his own idea. That's cool.
Hey, how's it going?
Peachy. Interview over.
Oh, you're a rough guy.
Having a bad day at the office?
Some punks messed with the train tracks, and now I have to wait
Oh.
for 3 days until I get my cargo.
Sorry about that.
There's money for a guy like me.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Wish I could drive right out of goddamn Arcade Bay. The whole town is crumbling. Snow, eclipse, that slut suicide.
Oh, fuck you.
Listen, Kate Marsh was not a slut. She was severely depressed for good reasons. You didn't even know her, did you?
I know all these Blackwell sport shit. Like that other loser I'd see around here. Rachel.
You knew Rachel Amber? Can you tell me about her?
Nope. Christ. Why don't you get a real job instead of homework? I'd love to see you Blackwell turds try to drive some 1977 Needham 18-wheeler out there. Like I said, interview over.
What an absolute shithead. You know the only thing this guy has in his life is his freaking truck. The moment he doesn't have a goddamn truck, I bet he'll just like get a model truck collection in his house the moment he loses his job.
Hey, no photo girl?
Oh fuck. Oh, he is such an ass.
Do they teach English over at that arty-farty school? I'm done talking. Over and out.
Oh shut over and out, what? Oh what an absolute loser.
Hey, how's it...
Peachy.
1977 Needham.
Actually, I wanted to ask if that's your bitchin' 1977 Needham 18-wheeler out there.
How the hell did you know that?
Magic.
My friend Rachel Amber told me about this cool rig in town because I love taking pictures of truckers.
You knew Rachel. She sure didn't give a rat's ass about truckers. Or real work.
Oh.
Joe, this is an instance where I get the idea of killing Cadence,
She was just a gold digger.
but I would kind of like the idea of killing with a brick to the face.
Good riddance.
Then reversing time, you know?
But you can take pictures of my truck anytime. Take care.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I had to kiss your ass to get a picture of your goddamn truck, but fine. One thing the Coast Guard taught me is you never see it over and out. Well, but every single movie does it, and it annoys me now. That's the problem with cliches. As soon as one person does it, someone else catches on it, doesn't know, and it's like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
Good lord, bacon. I'm ready to nosh again.
Nosh?
But I
Really?
need to get those keys from Frank.
I am gonna eat like nothing else at the end of the stream. I kind of want eggs. Do you know what? I think I might actually have eggs for dinner. This game has really put me in the mood for eggs. I think I might have like boiled eggs with mashed eggs with fried eggs maybe. Nah, that's a bit too many eggs. At the very least, I think I'll have like 6 eggs later tonight. Oh look, his ass face.
Nathan has time to get drugs from Frank because he was expelled. Looks tasty, but my need for keys comes first.
Over. I've finished what I'm saying and waiting for a response. Out, I'm done talking. So over and out is talk to me, don't talk to me. Oh, and you say it like that, yeah, that is really fucking dumb. Oh, is that actual talk show footage? Huh. Chucky egg is a bit. What the hell is Chucky egg? Is that like poached egg where it's like cooked in like that plastic thing to make them kind of like chunky? Boiled egg mash in a cup with salt and butter and pepper. Ah, right, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I might have some of that later on. But instead of in a cup, just mashed in the side of a plate. Without the pepper, I'm not wild for pepper. Love butter though. I love butter a bit too much. Oh yeah, it's good spread on toast, yeah. Yeah, I'm super in the mood for eggs later. I'm gonna have it with toast as well, so I can like just cut into like soldier and just wrap it around. Yeah. I'm jazzed for dinner now. Oh, you love pepper, do you? Nah, I'm a salt guy.
You have serious balls, little girl. But hanging out with Chloe, playing with guns, and dressing up like Rachel doesn't make you cool or tough. What the fuck do you want? Take a picture of me and I'll break your fucking camera.
How do you know these are Rachel's clothes?
Because he's seen them before.
She looks beautiful in them and you look like ass. You're lucky I just took that gun from you.
Grab your keys and let's check out your RV.
Let's not. You fucking creep me out.
In other words, Max, no keys. Maybe I could chat up that officer, or even Nathan, and then go all Groundhog Day on them until I get the info I need.
I wonder if we could get Nathan to like bitch a fit and get like the officer to arrest him or something. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that's probably a solid idea. Because we've already got him kicked out, so we could at least get him arrested. Guy, he'd probably get free in a second thanks to his freaking dad, but if I can make this piece of shit suffer, I'm gonna do it.
Rachel? Whatever the fuck. Oh, look. Max Amber.
I think that's one of the first times we've seen a smile on his face.
By the way, thanks for getting me fucking expelled, you twee bitch. You're lucky this is a public place.
Considering we're in a public diner with a police officer right over there, you shouldn't advertise your rage, Prescott.
Oh, yeah? You shouldn't have bitch snitched on me to that fucked up principal.
Oh, there's a lot of options. Do you know what's weird? The prequel to this, Before the Storm, he is not an asshole. Which makes this version of him so weird. He's like really jumpy and addicted to drugs and just a massive sociopathic asshole in this game. But in the prequel, he's generally pretty a chill guy. It's like Tilda Swinton.
Listen, Nathan. I'll take back everything I said about you. If you hook me up with Frank. Know what I mean?
You look like you've never even taken a hit of baby aspirin.
How do you think I stay wired all night studying? So is it a deal or not?
Calm down, hard up. Deal. You'll get your school supplies. Just go over to Frank and whisper, higher education. He'll hook your ass up.
Try interrogating somebody else, Lieutenant Caulfield.
Oh, we can use it with the cop. Wonderful. Let's go.
How you doing, Maxine? I'm so sorry you had to be up there with Kate when she, you know. Just know that we're proud of you for going up there.
Thanks, Officer Barry. I know you guys
Wait, I had
deal
a
with
thought.
this stuff way more than me, but it is hard to deal with.
What if... Oh, I'll wait for him to finish talking. What if... Because, you know, he knows that we talked to him about drugs. So if we immediately go over to the police officer, he's going to be like, you fucking grassed me in. So what if we reverse back before we even talk to him and use that information? Yeah, I'm going to do that. That way he'll be so confused. Come on, reverse. Reverse! Come on. Move your ass. Thank you. Alright, hello, officer.
How you doing, Maxine?
Thanks, Officer.
I'm glad you're...
Next. Nathan Prescott.
I thought Nathan Prescott represents Blackwell.
Don't make me backwash this bacon. You know what the Prescotts represent.
Taking over Arcadia Bay?
You're not far wrong, Max. I heard the Prescotts are working on some new big land deals. Mr. Prescott helped out my family once a while ago. So I made a deal with
Oh,
him
come on.
that I can't seem to get out of. Man, if I could get one instant replay in life. I better finish my breakfast first.
So, brilliant. He's not going to be much help. Unless...
How you doing, Maxie?
Thanks, Officer.
I'm glad.
Can we tell him to nut up or shut up? That's a real question.
Well, I heard a rumor you were working for the Prescott family on the side.
Jesus, doesn't this town ever shut up?
I don't blame you for getting extra work.
Look, sometimes I check up on the Prescott family to make sure they're doing all right. Nathan included. Keep this quiet, Max.
But what does this do for me? Can I push this further? Can I just like bring this all the way back?
How you doing, Max?
Thanks, Officer.
I'm glad you're...
Yeah. Next. Prescott deal.
Well,
Skip.
Jesus.
Skip.
I don't blame.
Skip.
Look,
Okay, now. Hey, Nathan. Dickhead. Cops information.
I heard your dad hired a local cop to keep an eye out on you and Frank Bowers. Like a babysitter.
Bullshit. My dad doesn't hire. He owns. And these pigs know better than to narc on me.
Do they? I hope that means Frank won't get busted.
Eventually, he will. Guy's into some freaky shit. He told me once he took a weird blood oath for Rachel. Forget I told you that.
What, you mean the whole
Seriously.
cutting your
Now get off
hand
my crack
thing?
whore. Keep your pie holes shut.
Isn't that pretty basic? I mean, I've never done that, but what's that again? Blood Brothers, I think. Yeah.
Are you fucking stupid? Get out of my space.
Wait, what? Didn't we rewind back so we went out to chat with him?
I'll need to rewind.
Are you fucking stupid? Get out of my space.
Alright, plot hole. Plot hole.
I shouldn't have said that. I'll need to rewind.
I did, game. What are you talking about? The game is freaking confused. Alright. Hello, Nathan. We have not spoken yet. Hello.
Are you fucking stupid? Get out of my space.
Damn, I really pissed him off. I need to go back.
We did! As far as the universe is concerned, we just walked into the goddamn freaking restaurant. Or diner, whatever. Okay, okay. Hello, Frankie boy.
You eat like a pig. Try the
Eating those beans. Are you fucking insane? I was eating those beans.
Sucks to be you, buddy. Back we go. Alright, let's see what. Do. Spell.
I just wanted to see what would happen if I did this.
I'm gonna kill you.
Nah. Alright, let's see what's up next. I wonder if I could, now we know he's going to react like that, can we like position this officer to know what
How you doing, Maxine?
is going to be happening?
I'm glad you're...
I mean, probably not, but let's give it a try. No. No.
I feel like David Madsen represents Blackwell.
Not for long. He's a loose cannon. We all respect him for his service, but he's too eager.
He's eager to be a dick to me and Chloe.
That's true. He was ranting about a stolen gun, then I tuned out. Somebody's always out to get him.
Isn't that a bit fucked though, when you think of it? He's gone on about a gun being missing and he's like, yeah, that's boring. Hey, Frankie. Skip. Oh yeah, let's try this angle actually. Yeah, this will work.
David Madsen is looking for that gun. He might show up on your RV step.
Ooh, I'm trembling. I don't need to take his little museum piece.
Alright, drugs.
By the way, Frank, I was wondering if you had any, higher education.
Oh yeah, sure. Do you want the after-school special to go with that? Jesus. Look, I don't sell anything but bottles to feed me and my dog. I work for a living. Not like you spoiled Blackwell punks with too much time on your hands.
But
nothing. Don't ever ask me for anything ever again. Ever. Now back off.
Ugh. This is turning into a kerfuffle.
What can I do for you, Max?
Well,
Skip.
I
Alright, now that we've navigated that, can we do anything else here?
Are you fucking stupid? Get out of my space.
That's right, Chris. See if I've broken the
I
game.
shouldn't have said that. I'll need to rewind.
I swear, see if I've broken the game. And the only way to get through this is to talk to Nathan.
You eat like a...
Okay, so I can't actually do anything with those options. Still nothing.
Get a new outfit. And leave me alone.
Damn, I really pissed him off. I need to go back.
Alright, Frank, let's have a civil discussion for once.
Could I get you to drop Chloe's debt?
Are you supposed to be a smart student?
You'll find out if you do me this favor.
Thanks, Godmother, but I don't need your favors. And Chloe doesn't get any from me.
And we can't use any of the other options because we know that's just not going to work.
Turn up the brain to 11, Max. How can you snag Frank's keys?
There's got to be an easy option here.
Shit. What are the other signs then?
Loki's firstborn son dying, all that typical jazz. I'm going to try just rewinding all the way back, like right to the start, because we've got more or less every single piece of information we could ask for. Okay, Nathan, chat to me.
Are you fucking stupid? Get out of my space.
Damn, I really pissed him off. Can't drop any tunes right now. Keys.
I might have broken this sequence.
How you doing?
Thanks, Officer Bear.
Alright, let's try and just ask him everything.
I guess Kate
Basically
Marshall
the only
didn't
option we
mess
have
up
now.
Blackwell for a while.
Such a waste. Awful.
We got town.
Do you think Arcadia Bay is a weird town?
I'd take a normal city with normal problems about now. Makes me sick thinking about it.
I would still take Arcadia Bay. I imagine cities are a pain in the ass to live in.
I feel like David Madsen represents Black.
Not.
He's.
That's true.
Buy drugs.
By the.
But nothing. Get a new outfit. And leave me alone.
I went to 11 Twin
I
Peaks.
shouldn't have said that. I'll need to rewind.
Yeah, I have not seen that, but I've heard it's completely just messed up. But messed up in like a surreal kind of way. You ever played Deadly Premonitions? From what I heard of that game, it's basically just Twin Peaks but in video game form.
No reason to go now.
I have it, but I haven't played it yet. I got it because of that. Yeah, I've heard that if you love Twin Peaks, it's just so similar.
Are you fucking stupid? Get out of my space.
I shouldn't have said that. I'll need to rewind.
What do you mean rewind? We can't rewind.
What can I do for you, Max?
Well, I heard a rumor you were working for the Prescott family on the side.
Jesus.
Skip.
I don't...
Look.
Can I now chat to Nathan?
Are you fucking stupid? Get out of my space.
I shouldn't have said that.
I watched Twin Peaks when it came out with my dad. Then a few times later in life, might be my favourite show. I need to watch it then, because I think my friend actually lent me the DVD box set of Twin Peaks. Has just been sitting there. I've not got around to it.
David Could I? You'll...
Thank
What in fuck's name is supposed to be the solution here?
Frank Bauer stars in A Face Full of Beer. I could chug this beer, or dump it on Frank.
There's a
Beer's
PS1 game in
gross,
Japan
so-
called Mizurna Falls, which is supposed to be a lot like it too. Maybe that's where the influence came from. I think I have 100% broken this game.
No need to go there now.
Are you fucking stupid? Get out of my space.
Damn, I really pissed him off. I need to go back.
I'm gonna reload this save. Because amazing as the idea of the game breaking it is, it freaking stops us from continuing, which is annoying.
Listen, when I went through David's laptop, I found pictures of Rachel and Frank.
Fortunately, we can't skip the cutscenes.
More than friends.
Right, no, Max. She was just posing to tease Frank.
If you're not gonna believe me, why don't we check out what Frank has in his RV?
What's that gonna prove?
Frank has Rachel's bracelet. What else
Then you get a
does he
bath
have
with
in
toaster
there?
like Phil and
Motherfucker
Groundhog
better
Day to
not
see
have
if that
anything,
works.
for his sake. Let's check the door. Frank gets so wasted, he sometimes forgets to lock it.
I remember that became like a thing you'd seen in a lot of programs is like a
I
tongue-in-cheek
can't believe you
joke.
hung out with him.
Not anymore.
I wonder if that started
We have to
with
be casual
Groundhog
and
Day.
Shitballs. Okay,
Skip,
here's the plan.
skip,
I'll go to the diner and
skip,
distract Frank
come
by
on.
telling him I have his money, but he needs to come with me. Then you come in and rewind so Frank doesn't see me. Then you can tell Frank he needs to check out his RV, and then you rewind after you get the key, and
Chloe, I got this. I'll be right back.
And you don't got this because we tried and it didn't work.
my epic plan get in the way of yours. I'll try to scrounge up a Scooby snack to distract his mangy mutt.
Okay, let's try this, but actually
Gotta
make
find
it
a
work.
Quick and easy way to snag Frank's keys.
And we go.
Good
Okay.
Lord, bacon.
Let's chat with
I'm ready to
the
go.
cop and then...
Never mind me, officer. I'm just here to steal a
Oh.
drug dealer's keys.
Oh, so we don't actually chat with the... We can't actually chat with him first, okay.
Nathan has time to get drugs from Frank because he was expelled.
Come on. What this thing on?
You have serious balls, little girl. But hanging out with Chloe, playing with guns, and dressing up like Rachel doesn't make you cool or tough.
Yeah, this is one thing I don't miss about older games.
Take a picture.
See, for
of
example, when you died to a boss and you had to watch like a
How do you know
10-minute
these are
cutscene again.
Rachel's clothes?
Because she
I don't
looks
miss that
beautiful
shit.
in them, and you look like ass. You're lucky I just took that gun from you.
Grab your keys and let's check out your RV.
Let's not. You fucking creep me out.
In other words, Max, no keys. Maybe I could chat up that officer, or even Nathan, and then go all Groundhog Day on them until I get the info I need.
How you doing, Maxine?
See, that's all good in theory, Max,
I'm so
until the
sorry
game
you
breaks
had to
itself.
be up there with Kate when she, just know that we're proud of you for going up there.
Thanks, Officer Barry. I know you guys deal with this stuff way more than me, but it is hard to deal with.
I'm glad you're representing Blackpool Academy.
Ugh, do we need to listen to this shit again?
Do you think Arcadia Bay is a weird town?
I just don't have the
I think
patience.
a normal city with normal problems about now. Makes me sick thinking about it.
David
I feel like
Madsen.
David Madsen represents Blackwell.
CCTV
Not for
boy.
long. He's a loose cannon. We all respect him for his service, but he's too eager.
He's eager to be a dick to me and Chloe.
That's true. He was ranting about a stolen gun, then I tuned out. Somebody's always out to get him.
Try interrogating
I wonder if
somebody
CCT
else.
was his nickname in the army. Close combat terrorist vigilante. I'm gonna finish chat with the officer and we're just gonna
What can I do for you, Max?
I thought
chat with
Nathan
Nathan for
Prescott
once.
represents Blackwell.
Will you make me backwash this bacon? You know what the Prescotts represent.
Taking over Arcadia Bay?
You're not far wrong, Max. I heard the Prescotts are working on some new big land deals. Mr. Prescott helped out my family once a while ago, so I made a deal with him that I can't seem to get out of. Man, if I could get one instant replay in life. I better finish my breakfast first. We'll chat later, Max.
I shouldn't have said that. I'll need to rewind.
What can I do for you?
Well, I heard a rumor you were working for the Prescott family on the side.
Jesus, doesn't this town ever shut up?
I don't blame you for getting extra work.
Look, sometimes
Ah,
I check
so-
up on the Prescott family to make sure they're doing
So
all
basically, he get
Nathan
preferential
Wood.
treatment at the
Keep
precinct,
respect.
so he could get higher up in rank. But because of that, he has to do exactly what the Prescotts say. Right. See, that's why, like, see people that get into, like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your situations. It never goes both ways. It's always one person uses that one deal to take advantage of the other person. And these people never seem to see that, ever. Like, for example, the people that get, like, the mafia to do something for, be like, you know, this guy I'm running in for office or something is really pissing me off and he's getting more votes than I am. I need you to rig the vote, that kind of thing. If you let them do that, you're not going to be able to turn down anything else they ask for you. They'll just keep bringing up that one thing. And if you refuse, they'll just be like, alright then, we're just going to tell everyone that you rigged the votes. Or even worse, they'll shove you in the ocean with concrete boots. As is tradition.
Rachel?
Yeah, ass face.
Whatever the fuck. Oh, look. Max Amber. Nice outfit. By the way, thanks for getting me fucking expelled, you twee bitch. You're lucky this is a public place.
Considering we're in a public diner with a police officer right over there, you shouldn't advertise your rage, Prescott.
Oh, yeah? You shouldn't have bitch snitched on me to that fucked up principal.
Alright, let's go to basically all the... Oh, there we go. Cops information. We never asked them about this last time.
I heard your dad hired a local cop to keep an eye out
No,
on
no,
you
no,
for
no.
5
We have
hours.
listened to this, haven't
Like
we?
a babysitter.
Bullshit. My dad doesn't hire. He owns.
That's very good. See if this
And
triggers the
these people
glitch
know
again.
Better than a narc on me.
Do they? I hope that means Frank won't get busted.
Eventually, he will. Guy's into some freaky shit. He told me once he took a weird blood oath for Rachel. Forget I told you that. Seriously. Now get off my crack, whore. Keep your pie holes shut.
Okay, this may have been a mistake. Oh, thank God, he's not broken. Well, he is broken mentally, but...
I bet you hoped that Kate Marsh would stay quiet.
Idiot says what?
Did you drug her?
You are so stupid, Max. You think you're so goddamn smart, too. Don't push me, girl. You don't want me for an enemy, understand? Do you?
Calm down, dude. We're in the diner.
Right. Plus, you're an adult now. I can sue your dumbass for libel. Thanks. Now fuck off, Dyke.
He really deserves to get hit by a car, doesn't he?
Holy shit, what do you want now?
Conversation. It's ironically you have information, even though I wish you didn't.
Your sugar daddy will always protect you. and threaten me.
Do you know what's funny in this?
Father or me?
Or a brick,
No one
yeah,
here does.
yeah.
Then
Give him the
tell me
brick.
what I should know.
Why? So you can pretend to care? Spoiler alert, he's an asshole.
Maybe I could help you.
I don't need you for anything except to stay out of my fucking business, understand? Now get out of my face. Holy sh...
Oh, he must be so sick. Well, he's been sick for ages.
Weren't you supposed to keep your mouth shut about the blood oath Frank took for Rachel?
Blood oath? Who? What the fuck? I never told anybody about that f***y shit. Besides, everybody knows Frank is a liar and a loser. Even Rachel did.
Yet Rachel Amber hung out with him more than you.
So, Rachel wanted Frank's stash. She let him take pictures, then he carries around her photo like she posed for love. Dumbass.
Huh. I wonder if the reason he became the way he is because he admired Rachel. Because Rachel got in with Frank, he was like, maybe I should get in with dealing drugs and selling drugs and all that shit. So I wonder if he can technically blame Rachel for the way Nathan is right now. Like, granted, he is his own person, so he makes his own mistakes, but you never actually see him turn into this, which is a bit of a bummer.
Holy shit.
I bet Frank hooked you and Rachel Amber up with party supplies.
Nice try. Rachel partied like a fiend on her own. More than me.
I doubt that.
Like you would know, virgin. Even that pig over there knows Rachel hung out more with Frank. I mean, don't talk to the cop about that, dumbass.
I generally think the prequel did a lot of retconning. Because the way they talk about Rachel in this makes her seem very, very different to what she's like in the prequel.
What can I do for
Hey, Mr. Copy Boy.
Nathan said that Rachel Amber represents Blackwell, with Frank Bowers.
Bowers ain't no student anymore. Sadly, he does represent one side of Arcadia Bay. I want you to stay out of his orbit, okay? Him and that rabid mutt.
I heard something about Frank Bowers and his puppy. My boy does love his dog.
Especially when the dog is your personal drooling bodyguard.
I wonder if the dog's a pit
Bet
bull.
he trained that poor thing on blood.
Gross. I wouldn't bet. Where did he get the pup?
Frank used to bet on dog fights.
It's going to be a
To
pit
his
bull, isn't it?
credit, he had a revelation. He saved a bunch of the dogs, kept one for himself. He's still a creep. You will not
See the amount of
understand
people
why.
nowadays that have like a Staffordshire Terrier, which is basically just a smaller pit bull. I know it's not a dog's fault, but every single time I see one of those dogs, I just can't stand them.
What can I do for you?
Kate Marsh.
I guess Kate Marsh will be the face of Blackwell for a while.
That's Staff
what
Bulldog
it is.
Cross. Huh.
Awful.
Yeah, I've got a few family members that have staffies. Yeah, I guess it does come down to the personality of the dog at the end of the day. I don't know. I just can't look at them and not see like, like a dog fighting dog, that kind of thing. I guess it it does come down to the stigma, I suppose. Though granted, I'm not a fan of greyhounds either, and greyhounds have never done anything bad. I just don't like the look of them.
What the
I'm more kind of like a German Shepherd kind of guy. To be honest, I didn't choose her. My brother got her because he wanted that kind of dog, but didn't look after her. He was going to give her away. I mean, that's good. That's good then. You gave the dog a nice home. And bonus points, the dog had a really nice personality. That's cool. My other dog was a Rhodesian Ridgeback. Ooh, he was amazing. I named him after a Final Fantasy VII character. Let me guess, was it Barrett? Did you nickname him Barrett? Okay, if he was a big chunky dog, that's a perfect name.
David Madsen
Oh,
is
you
looking
didn't.
for that gun.
Vincent?
He might show up on your RV step.
Ooh, I'm trembling.
Cloud.
I don't need to take
Or
a
Sephiroth.
little museum
Cloud?
piece.
I'm gonna guess Cloud. Settle? How did I not know who Settle is? That bugs me. I did a 100% playthrough of Final Fantasy VII a while ago. I just can't remember that character. Oh! Oh, that's awesome. That's actually a good choice. Now I remember. That's actually a really good choice because, you know, he was a dog. And also because it gives the idea of like a dog that will do everything and, you know, give its life to protect the ones it cares about. That was actually a really good storyline in that game. How he ends up being petrified and standing guard even though he had long since died. I love Final Fantasy VII. That was such a good game. One of my favourite scenes. That is a really good scene. I kind of cheapened that a wee bit because I beat the boss by throwing a max potion or something at it and just instantly killing it because it did like infinite damage. Probably should have fought that boss legit, but I don't know. I think it's just hilarious that you just throw a healing potion and it just immediately tanks the boss's health bar.
You act so scary, but you did save all those dogs.
One, I'm not acting. Two, who told you about the dogs?
It's actually a great story. You're an animal lover. Could I pet the doggy? I could go grab him from your RV right now.
Right here, false one is I after Nanaki says her pretty as a son, yeah.
Besides, you don't want a leash. You want these keys right here. Look at your eyes dilate. You're worse than a junkie, Max. But no fix for you.
My work here is done here, Frank.
Grab the keys.
I'm afraid I'll have to take your keys now, asshole.
You did not just do that. Give me back my keys, bitch. Give me my keys now.
And by law of bullshit, we have the
Now
keys.
that's Chloe.
Oh, look, Chris.
Are you shitting me? Alyssa, watch out!
Technically, I was like that. There we go. Before that, I considered naming him Juan from Silmarillion. My friends will know exactly what that is. Both of my friends have read through the Silmarillion. At least I think they did. They have watched the Lord of the Rings so many times. They make a habit of watching through 1 to 3 in like one afternoon, all the goddamn time, to the point where they know every single line of those goddamn movies.
I should have known. The amazing Spider-Max.
I couldn't have done it without Frank. Now let's get in and out.
You'll need this, Max. On your mark, get set, throw!
I was not a huge fan of movies. Oh, don't throw it towards the road, fuck that. Parking lot. I was a huge fan of movies, The Hobbit, but The Hobbit
I think we
was...
just made that dog our bitch.
I never read the books, but The
Now I can
Hobbit
sleep
was
in peace.
awful.
Let's not waste time.
I thought it was just really...
The doggy is busy now.
I don't know the word for it. Tacky? It felt tacky. Which I suppose it was technically... The Hobbit was technically a children's book. so it wouldn't be as serious as
Damn,
the Lord of the
I
Rings,
thought
but
my room was a shithole.
yeah, much
You're not a
preferred the Lord of the
creepy drug
Rings.
dealer.
Frank has issues, but he's not creepy. At least I didn't think so until I saw him with Rachel's bracelet.
Ultimately, that's always the way. The books are always
We
better
can
than the
cruise
movies
Everywhere in this bad boy.
for
Can you
basically
see us
everything.
heading down the coast of Big Sur and beyond.
Yes, we'd be
Like The Hobbit
tearing
way
up
more than the
the
Lord of the Rings books
And
too.
you'd probably want me to
Really?
cancel it again.
Huh.
Chloe, we're on a schedule. We need clues.
Jeez,
about
they must have butchered the devil of a crap out of that movie then.
I know. Just daydreaming.
To be fair though, they did cram. Well, not cram, but you know the opposite way round.
You scope the area.
They turned one goddamn book into 3 movies unnecessarily.
I think the doggy.
One
likes
movie I
his
kind of
bone
like more than the book, or the end of, is at least Fight Club. Yeah, Fight Club's it's such a good movie. It's another one I've not read the book of, so I don't know how good that is. Interesting fact: have you seen what Fight Club looks like in China? Because you know how China has this whole thing where they don't want the people rising up against the government. So the end of Fight Club,
Crappy Wi-Fi out here.
they never actually show the scene where the skyscrapers come down or anything. They cut off like a good while before that to say that the cult was rounded up by the police or like the FBI or something and arrested. And that's how the screen ends. The movie ends. It ends this black screen with text. Because God forbid they would have a movie in the country that shows anarchy playing out. It's actually kind of sad when you think about it that they can't even have even a sense of uprising being shown to the Chinese people.
Frank must have a reason to keep a police radar nearby. That would be so cool to take this baby on the road with Chloe. I think the doggy likes his bone more. Pompidou? For reals? That's a poodle's name.
Yeah, that's a weird name. The book ends with him in a insane asylum. Oh, really? Oh yeah, the movie ending's way better then. Because the insane asylum is a bit played out at this point.
No, Frank has a knife lying around. Of course Frank gets the munchies.
Sadly, Shutter Island, I got spoiled on Shutter Island before I ever get a chance to watch it.
Stop it.
Because I never watched it because it looked very, very boring in my mind. But the twist is really good. I just wish I'd watched the movie before finding out what the twist was.
Too bad I don't have my Frank Bowers decoder ring. How can somebody live like this?
There, you know you're in a bad place when you put graffiti in your own house.
That's a
Never finished the movie, but the book is good. Oh, it says that's another one with a book.
I cannot believe he would wear a collar and a furry mask.
You're dumb. I could pry this vent open with the right tool.
Blowtorch. Let's blowtorch this shit.
That's a pretty extreme lighter.
Alright, I guess we're not using the blowtorch then. Like, who gives a fuck if we blow up the RV? We can just rewind.
Ooh, Frank's stash. No more secrets.
Max, you didn't tell me you took photos of Frank in action.
I'm seriously ignoring you.
See, I'm kind of curious. You know how she can, like, take keys from a timeline that in the future and bring them back? See, for example, no, this is going to sound fucked up. See, for example, she, like, cut off someone's hand or something and then put it in a pocket and went back. Would that person just magically just not have a hand for no reason? Could she, like, take segments off of someone bit by bit by bit and just, like, move them from one timeline to another, and that person would just, you know, just kill over and die, and it wouldn't like to her in the slightest.
Speed it up, Ninja, before Frank comes back.
I tell you, I would read the shit out of a book like that. About people who are dying just randomly having their body parts just vanishing and reappearing somewhere else. That'd be an absolute cracking book. Alright, what's this tool I'm looking for?
Chloe isn't scared. She's loving this. Frank must spend all his drug money on baggies. Recycle, dude.
Really? You're telling the drug dealer to recycle? Really? Oh, there is knife.
This is almost as good as a set of keys.
Almost. Oh, that was a shit knife.
Nothing here. Oh shit, the knife is broken.
Good vision here. Even Berlin keys if you want to open people. Absolutely. Now, I suppose you could take a good crack at opening someone with a with a pair of keys if you really wanted to. The dedicated man gets his something, whatever the hell the expression is.
No more secrets. Ooh, Frank's stash.
Ah, there's the other one. There we go.
My blade will open any portal.
There it is.
Oh man, Rachel and Frank's dog. I don't know if I should be touched or disturbed.
Alright, what is this? Frankie B, hope you read this first thing in the morning. Sorry about last night. I was being a monstrous bitch and took it out on you. And poor Pompidou, there's a lot of weird shit going on in my life, and sometimes I feel like I'm never going to get out of Arcadia Bay. Thank God for you. Ah, so she basically relied on Frank for emotional support. What the fuck happened to Chloe then? Huh. You're one of the best things I have here, and I smell when I think of us together. Let's just drive out here forever. Yeah, so basically she was just going to leave Arcadia Bay with Frank and just be like, you know, fuck you, Chloe. That would have been rough considering Chloe's lost basically everyone she cared about. Fuck.
I'm glad Rachel got to drive this beast. She looks genuinely happy. Rachel really did hang out with Frank. I'm learning more about Rachel than I want to know. Trouble in paradise.
Frank, that was not cool what you did. And don't blame the drugs. You actually scared me and I thought you'd never drill out? Chill out? Probably chill out. I've never seen you act that way, and the next time will be the last. I'm a Leo and we don't talk back. Star signs, yeah. I care about you, us, so maybe we need to break our routine. Cool. Yeah, I don't take star signs seriously. Because if I took star signs seriously, I would literally be Cancer. I'd be the embodiment of Cancer.
It makes me ill that Rachel posed like this for Frank. I wrote him love letters. I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why didn't she say anything?
Because she knew how you would react.
And she wasn't much of a friend, huh? Just another person who shits all over me. Why does everybody in my life let me down? My dad gets killed, you bail on me for years. My mother gloms onto stick-fucker.
Maybe it's because you're abrasive.
Chloe, Rachel is missing. Nobody betrayed you.
Hi, Space for Skill. Thank you very much for... Thank you very much for the... Fuck, what's even the name of it again? Thank you very much for becoming an acolyte. And for following, thank you very much. Oh, that was your old account? Thanks, thank you very much, buddy. What do they cost subscriptions again in Twitch? I've completely forgotten. Oh, it's just subscribing, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. I'm overthinking shit.
Chloe, you can't keep blaming me and everybody for everything wrong in your life.
Joe, I should buy
It's so
myself a
not fair.
thesaurus because my vocabulary is just dire. Grow up? Nope. Nobody's fault.
It's just life. Shit happens. It's nobody's fault. Blah, 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 as Mr. Jefferson would say. And Kate Marsh.
Yes, Kate Marsh killed herself. She's dead. Such sad, okay? That doesn't make me feel better about my fucked up life, get it?
So who do you most want to
Chloe, this is not all about
My
you.
fucking dad, of course. Hello?
Hello?
You blame William? Really?
Yes, I do. Damn right. He chose to go out that door and leave me forever.
Really?
Chloe. your
Jesus
dad didn't
Christ.
choose to
Can you imagine
leave
blaming someone for
I know
dying?
that, Max. My mom actually blames herself. Just because she wanted a ride home from work. Sometimes, even I blame her.
No, you don't.
Yes, Max, I do. Do you know what it's like to wait for your father to come home when you're a kid?
I mean, I kind of
He
get
never
it,
does.
but, you know.
No, of course not. But I was
trauma,
with you that
you know?
day. It was just a terrible accident.
I wish that made me feel better. But ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
I can tell you that's not happen. You're still. I'm being the supportive friend here, as hard as it is.
You don't want to hear this, but you're still here, alive, with me. And that is no accident.
You're right. I don't want to hear
I was a skeleton
Chloe,
VTuber on here for a bit,
can't do this
but wanting to
all on my
rebrand.
own.
Haven't
I
even streamed
need
on
you.
this account yet, and my model has
Rachel needs you.
been finished for months at this point. Well, make the jump, buddy. Like that's the best thing you can do. See if you just take that first step. I can guarantee it just goes up from there. Because I actually had my model finished for ages, and I just took ages to like set up my debut. But when I did do it, it was really good. you should have seen my debut as well. It was straight up just in PowerPoint. I almost didn't do it because I thought it was just like really embarrassing, but it turned out actually pretty good. I got hung up in making all the assets and stuff this time around. Yeah, because you want it to be perfect. Oh.
Oh my
Oh.
god. What is
I
happening?
mean, yeah, I can understand that. I don't know why I started to like add all the overlays and all that stuff. There's still a bunch of stuff I can add, but well, actually there's quite a lot of things I can add still. But generally the most important part is just starting, you know. Alright, Pan, how's it going, buddy? Thank you very much for popping in. Hope you're having a cracking day. Alright, how are you? Not too bad, not too bad. Just exploring teen angst in Oregon. We'll have to at some point. Yeah, yeah. Right, where's this goddamn sweet spot? There it is. I think. Almost. Almost. Got it. Teen angst intensifies.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper.
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad. Max, tell him.
Imagine how trippy this would be.
Oh, hey. You look totally pale.
Look at a picture one day
Are
and
you okay?
Yeah, I just...
you just jump several years.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, Chloe. Give me the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Well, I might just allow this one into the family album.
What is this?
But not the
It's very straight up
Williams.
butterfly effect.
And Chloe is just a kid. Am I that far back in time?
You mean pancakes?
In France, they call them.
I'm 18 years old inside my...
Oh come on,
14-year-old
crepes are not
self.
pancakes. Crepes are so much more.
We. I volunteer to break the eggs.
Anyone that says crepes are worse than pancakes has not had a decent crepe in their life. Especially if you mix in like cream with strawberries and just like wrap it up. That's cracking. That's absolutely cracking stuff. Just like a pile of like 20. Nah, that's ridiculous. See if you have like, what would be a rational non-fat ass amount of crepes? 10? I'm gonna say 10. With like potential honey, or I don't think I ever had butter with them. No, I don't think I did. I think I had like caramel sauce or something like that. Strawberry and chocolate sauce, that kind of stuff.
Hey, honey.
Yeah, crepes are straight up amazing.
Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales.
Also, our pancakes, our pancakes are dreadful.
Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries.
They're so dry.
I'll come pick you up.
Far too
Now I'll have
dry.
an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you.
Oh, actually, it's pronounced mocha.
I'm taking his car today.
I have to go rescue yonder
Yeah,
queen at the
how am I going to deal with this car situation? Scotch pancakes are the ones that the Americans have, right? I'm not entirely sure. Pun, can you collaborate? Is it Scotch pancakes you guys have got over there? Our pancakes are like weird omelets. Yeah, our pancakes are just second rate. I hear really good things about the American pancakes. Especially blueberries. I hear blueberries make them absolutely cracking. Not sure if that's like blueberries on the pancakes or blueberries in the pancakes, but I like the idea of it.
So how many eggs?
Don't you dare.
Where's this goddamn freaking keys?
Like you're the real cook here?
I am when your mom is away.
What a
Oh yeah,
mess.
Pun. Wait, what are the pancakes like over there?
Cool drawings I did with Chloe.
Is it Scotch pancakes? Is that what they're called? I just call pancakes, right?
Hello.
That's a cool snow dough.
Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you.
Yeah, where are these goddamn keys of his?
Excuse me, ladies. I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast
You
upon.
are ridiculous.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's a dog.
Chloe was so into manga.
Huh.
Nice hair.
Oh, so is that where she got the idea for the blue here?
Swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please.
Where are these keys? Ah, there we are. Is there a literal reason why I can't pick this cap up?
Hello? Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max.
My family never took fun, goofy photos like this.
What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries.
Oh yeah, I miss movie nights here. Cookies and popcorn.
Be there shortly. Love you. Excuse me, ladies. I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast.
Man, I remember Chloe reading this. But not after today.
Alright, so we can't leave the living room.
Swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please.
Why can't I lift this goddamn hat?
What a mess we made. I remember those cool drawings I did with Chloe.
Now lock up after I leave. Play nice. Try not to destroy too much of the house. And no Chloe and Max.
Oh, we need to watch it once, right?
Dad.
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leave Vinny.
That makes all of us.
That's such a downer. And back we go.
Well, for that someday.
There we are.
Shit, where are my keys?
That's a
Score.
Swear jar.
You mean your college fund?
Honestly, see if you actually had time travel powers, which you would not actually do something like this. If you could go back and stop someone from getting into a serious accident, you really would, wouldn't you? Unless the planet just became like World War III or something. Oh, you son of a bitch.
I knew this thing would come in handy. How did my keys get in here? And no Chloe and Max.
Alright, running back. Okay, we've got the keys. Where the fuck am I going to put them? Fridge. Can I put them in the fridge? No, I cannot put them. There. Water. The natural enemy of keys. See, we don't even have to wait.
I know I had those keys right here. I know it.
Nah, you did. But you don't know.
Forgot all about you, little buddy. Release the keys. Of course. Last time I
He seems like a really fun dad.
You can take the bus, right?
I wish my dad was like that.
Right down the street.
This I can do. Good call, Max.
Oh yeah, the bus is great. It comes every 15 minutes, and there'll be plenty of room for you and Joyce and groceries, and it'll save the environment.
You sold me already. I'm off to yonder bus stop. Joyce will love this.
I can imagine taking the shopping in the
Max,
bus.
you are being so fucking strange. You feel okay?
Chloe, I am awesome.
And alternate future time as I go. Bye bye. Hello, happy family. Bye bye, David. See, that's so much better. Nathan has to change his jacket.
Hello, are you even listening?
Wait, what?
Maxine? All my friends in LA told me that Oregon was
Max.
wet and cold every day.
Never, Maxine.
I know. Sorry, Mad Max. You're not pissed at me, right? Right? Do you want to go hit the girls' potty and smoke a peace pipe?
Wait,
I
what?
think Max is high.
She's acting like so weird. You cool, Max?
Nobody listened when I said we shouldn't let her in the vortex.
Courtney, you don't want anybody in the club.
Like whatever, bitch.
Speaking of, I know she's been dying to see you. Hold on. Chloe, you have a visitor.
Well, fuck. That's what you get for messing with time. Alright, let's look at the percentage of the choices. I can't imagine there's going to be many of them for this one. Yep, game and not watching the credits. Okay, come on. Come on, guys. Who's the smart ass? Really? Over 50% of people stole the disability money? Really? Really? Okay. Oh, nice one. 77% kiss Chloe. Nice. Okay. Say with Chloe naturally. Oof. 7% got Frank's dog heart. And the rough part about that is you could have rewinded and not done that either. At least I think you could. So basically if you fling the bone into the road he gets run over, which is a bit of a bummer. And Frank has David's gun. Ugh. Well, that was a bit of a fuck up on my part. He says alive. Who the fuck? Oh, the plant. Yeah. Okay. Help one with the exam. On a Vortex Club party list. You didn't change the Vortex Club party list. Really? How did people miss that? They didn't erase the cult message. Helped Alyssa. Didn't warn the homeless woman. There was a homeless woman? Huh. Okay. I did not take a picture in the past. There was a picture of... Well, my hindsight is not doing me any favours. Oh yeah, rewind and didn't leave that mark in the fireplace. Alright, never mind. Screw it, why not? Exit. Preview time. Apologies to anyone that has issues with flashing lights, but I guess that's a bit late, isn't it? Episode 4 next. Alright guys, that was episode 3 of Life is Strange. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to be raiding out, so just hang on. I still need to figure out whether or not Twitch is defective or not with the raiding system. What would you guys fancy seeing? Art, Hollow Knight, or Super Mario Sunshine? What's your preference, guys? You get 3 options. Thanks for the stream. Thank you very much for hanging out, Gregory. It's very much appreciated. Art. Alright, let's pop over some art then, shall we? Get a bit of a wind down from the drama. Hey, glad to have got you. No worries, buddy. I'm always glad to have you in the stream. I just wish I could pop into your streams more often, but unfortunately, I have to wake up really early in the morning, which is really annoying. I miss basically all the American streams. It is so annoying. Yeah, time zones are a massive bitch. I wish there was no time zones. Just abolish all time zones. Alright, the raid system is still broke. Still just says 1 viewer. That's completely busted. Alright, thank you very much for watching once more, guys, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
is odd.